continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land, Truth Nation? Hey, look, Truth Nation, I'm live from the Marcus Theater. You know, we out here for the Martin Luther King celebration, and it's powerful today because today is a celebration of the day in the life of Martin Luther King. And I'm at the Marcus Theater downtown, live, broadcasting live. They'll be throwing their 41st annual Martin Luther King event today, and it's gonna be powerful. We're gonna have guests coming through, people that are involved in the events today to come through and explain why MLK Day is so important. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, this is a great time. I try to tell people, no matter what's going on, no matter who's the president, right now is the greatest time to make sure that you get involved and be about that action. See, Martin Luther King was about that action. And many times we let a few people get out here and then they burn out. And then all of a sudden, the community goes into a frenzy of who's next and who's going to take the reins. But we all have to realize we all have to do our part. You know, we all have to chip in. If everybody do a little, nobody got to do a lot. And this is where we head in Truth Nation. We've done a lot of things in the past that now we have exhibits of what not to do. We have the exhibits of definitely what not to do. Okay, but then we have to try to get involved ourselves. And this is a powerful day. I feel blessed, you know. I feel blessed because when I was younger and I was coming up, Martin Luther King was kind of like the ideal of if you wanted to help your community, this is how you try to do it or try to make a difference. And a lot of people, you know, some people want to have that big Martin Luther King speech, you know, in front of everybody. But they don't want to be the Martin Luther King that was getting hit in the head with the brick. They don't want to be the Martin Luther King where the dogs was trying to bite him. You know, had the people out there and the dogs was out there and the water hoses and all of that. They don't want to be handcuffed and thrown in jail multiple times. They don't want that part of Martin Luther King. They just want the vision. They want to be out there in Washington talking to all those people trying to say something powerful. But they don't want to be the Martin Luther King who had to stand there in Memphis and take a shot. All right, hey, look, we got to make sure that we aiming at the right space. A lot of the work had to be done. But let's get this Monday prayer. You know, like I said, we got the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for Martin Luther King Day, on the lines for the Monday prayer. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, Tory, I'm good, man. I was just let you go in. You was ready to go with that one.
You know, we out here. We live. We broadcasting live from the Market Center. You know, like I said, usually, you know, I get to see you in the studio. I get to see you on the lines. But like I said, while we doing live, I got to wait till DJ Brother Z say, you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I just enjoyed it. I'm like, go ahead.
You know, like I said, like, you know, we come from the cloth. We coming out of the space where a lot of people, you know, deep religious, deep beliefs of God and the possibilities that nothing is impossible. So, you know, when you talk about Martin Luther King, he was a reverend. So it's one of those things where I can relate.
And I had the opportunity to go and visit his church, Ebenezer, down in Atlanta. Me and the wife were down there, and enjoyed it. Did a tour of the church. It's nice. Everybody needs to go down. It's kind of see a little history, you know, be part of it, look at, see what's going on. Maybe that will inspire somebody to want to do something themselves. Because sometimes we just got to look for that inspiration. We don't know where it's gonna come from. It ain't always come from a likely source.
Right.
And it may just be that you go down and look at his statue. You look at the church, you hear Malcolm X's speech, whatever it might be that inspires you. Never know where it's going to come from. You never know how you go hear your calling, you know, because it's going to come somewhere. You know, Paul didn't know that his calling was going to come on the road to Damascus. He was going there to crucify him some Christians or to persecute him. And he got his calling there. So we don't know where we going to be at, what road we might be on when our calling comes.
And the sad part about it is sometimes people don't know that walk, you might have to dodge a brick like Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? You might have to get them handcuffs and put in jail like that. A lot of people want to walk without friction. They don't, if you walk long enough, your feet gonna start hurting. And this is where I say the sacrifice and the obedience got to kick in, because it ain't sweet. And I want to tell people, when you get called and you get out here and you get to working, you will be surprised how many people will come against you, the opposition that'll come against you because you're trying to go against the status quo. But change is not without resistance.
Right, because you're right, people do go against you. Because I was just thinking about, when you mentioned, I think last week was Friday, you mentioned about the poll that came out about King, that he had an unfavorable position. But that was among the white people. That wasn't among black people. Among black people, he was.
I looked at that poll.
84%.
Well, they said that some of the church ideas didn't like him because he seemed to be a radical. And I looked through that, and they did poll the black churches in that.
Yeah, and well, I'm looking at it, seeing if it's 84% of adults still like them, and 4% had unfavorable. But then it changes when you get down to more progressive ideas, more thinking, because they did the same poll about the people that was alive back then, and now the numbers have changed. So people ideals have changed, and that's called, just evolution. We want people, because back then they had a lot of racism going on. They still do now, but it was more blatant that you could throw a brick at a black person, like you just said, and nothing would happen to you except you might get lifted up or hoisted in the air like, yay, cheer you on or something. But nowadays, you probably end up going to jail, and who knows, whatever else might happen to something. But it was okay back then. Like you said, they sit the dog, the fire hose just to knock you down and give you concussions and all that stuff. They didn't care. You were subhuman to them back then. But now we got a more progressive way of thinking, and the more people that were back then now actually like him. And just like with you, Tory, you do a great work for your community, you're going to have opposition. You're going to have people that don't like you just because you're doing the work to help people for no other reason. They got nothing against you other than you doing something to help other people. And so they don't like you for that. But is that going to discourage you? No, that's going to give you a little more fuel.
And I'll tell you this: if they don't, if the establishment, the said establishment don't like you, that's a good thing, because that means that change is coming. You can't make change being buddies with the people who's causing the stress.
Exactly, because the Sadducees, the Pharisees did not like Jesus.
And it's nothing personal.
So
I always tell people.
Like you.
What'd you say, Minister Kevin?
If they do like you, you ain't doing something right. If they like you, you're on the wrong side.
Well, the thing is, it's not about being liked or not. I never cared if somebody liked me or not. That ain't the work. Don't that's not the work. It's like you going to your job and you got to pick up 12, objects before a certain time. Do you care if somebody like you or not, or are you trying to move the 12 objects before the time run out?
Exactly, because you're not going there for a popularity contest.
Right.
You go there to make money. That's what you ain't going there for a friendship. I tell them all the time, you ain't going to school or going to work to be friends. You go there to make money, get an education. You ain't there to be friends with people. If that happens, that's a bonus. But that's not what you're going for. Go there and stay focused on what you're doing. You there to make money. You there to get education.
Everybody was screaming about TikTok being shut down. And then finally TikTok didn't get shut down. And I made a post, I said, now y'all can get back to putting all y'all business out here in the streets. TikTok back. That's all people do. They put their business, air their dirty laundry out all on the street, and do. You could be using some of these things as a tool to make change, but some of these people, they use these things as a tool to spread negativity, toxic behavior, to get attention. They're addicted to attention, and it is what it is. However you trying to do it, but what I'm saying is, when you're called to try to make change, this is where everybody has a purpose. And I was trying to tell somebody, like, everybody was born with a purpose. And once you tap into that purpose, your gift will make room for itself.
Exactly. And with all that social media, I would just have that conversation with somebody. The same thing you saying now. That's what it is. I say exact words, air dirty laundry. People just use that platform to do that. They say, oh, it's my life, it's my social media, it's my this, that. But the thing, I don't look at TikTok, Facebook, any of those things that's evil, because there's nothing evil in itself. It's what you make of it. So you can choose to take this same social media and do something positive, or you do something toxic or negative. So it's just, this is how you do it. Inherently, it's not good or evil. It's what you do with it when you get it, when you use it. And people do like to go like they on some reality show when they get on these things. And that's just crazy. Like,
bruh.
Wow. That's become our culture. Our culture has come from all the reality shows. Somebody's housewife or somewhere.
Right.
You know, that's the way people want to dress. They style their hair with the baby hair, they're touching the eyebrows and the eyelashes.
Not the baby hair. You ain't getting on
all
the
the way
baby
out
hair.
that they can't see above their head.
Hey.
So you know you're supposed to stop me when I go that far, man.
Oh, wow. Well, look, we need prayer, Minister Kevin. We need that Monday prayer. Hey, we need to get this money prayer. It's Martin Luther King Day. It's a powerful day. And like I said, for my brothers and sisters on the front lines, it's an amazing day. Mr. Kevin.
All right. Amen. Today, Lord, I'd like to thank you for all the people in leadership and mentorship positions that you place on this earth to help guide us in the direction you would have us to go. We face opposition such as racism, poverty, hunger and thirst for your word, and many afflictions. We are persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but we are not destroyed. Hallelujah. So now we ask that you continue to set up the future leaders in our community and society. Build them up to be powerful and meaningful people, a beacon of light for some, someone to stand shoulder to shoulder with for others, and an inspiration to all. When you call on us, God, we know we shall be chosen and destined for a great work that no man can ever hinder. I speak life and life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
That's always my good brother. Stay cool, stay calm, and stay focused.
All right, when we come back, we got the inauguration celebration for Donald Trump. Also, your boy Joe Biden, the big guy, gives Fauci a pardon. We're going to talk about it when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your girl, DT, and I am back. Join Dr. Ken Harris and I every Monday night for our weekly show, The Truth Unfiltered. We're going to break down the top news stories of the week with no filters and no apologies. We're going to tell you just exactly how it TI is, which is the only way that Dr. Ken and I know how to roll. So be sure to tune in to The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken every Monday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snuggly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy. What you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
I'm attorney David Gruber. We've helped injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust our hometown team to get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
You good, T-Minus? Niggas can count me out. I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my dick, I'm all in my bag. As hard as it get, I do not.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Tory Lowe live from the Market Center downtown for the 41st annual MLK Day celebration. It's MLK Day, but it's also Trump celebration, Trump inauguration. It's a lot going on. We're going to try to get to it today. And I'll tell you right now, hey, I got a couple eyebrows raised. Because I'm seeing a lot of pardons, a lot of pardon talk. Beg my pardon. Well, let's get this one out the way. Joe Biden, ahead of the inauguration, while this is going on, pardon Anthony Fauci. Your boy, Anthony Fauci, what they call, AKA the harm in the arm. But, hey, if he didn't do nothing wrong, why is this going on? We got some video of this. Fauci says he's grateful for the pardon. If y'all watching as we broadcast live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube, we got some video. Let's listen.
As we continue this conversation, guys, we mentioned these pardons offered by President Biden this morning. General Milley has accepted the pardon, and now Dr. Anthony Fauci in a statement says he is grateful for the pardon he received from President Biden. He had just received word from his attorney this morning the pardon had gone through. He says, quote, "It feels good, and I'm grateful to the president for doing it." Also, Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn, who many of us have come to know, who heroically defended the Capitol on January 6th and became an outspoken critic of Donald Trump, even ran for office. He now says, "I am eternally grateful to President Joe Biden, not just for the preemptive pardon, but for the leadership and service to this nation." He goes on to say that, like all public servants, I was just doing my job and upholding my oath. I will always honor that. Making no apology for his actions, but accepting the pardon.
Right. We'll be talking a lot more about that coming up.
We will. Dora.
And you know, he was in them subcommittees. I was trying to tell y'all to start watching them subcommittees when they be having them subcommittees where these representatives, these state representatives are questioning Fauci and things like that, and all the things y'all, this was why I tell y'all got to look at all this stuff. Y'all don't need nobody to tell y'all everything. It's right there in front of your face. If you want to see it, it's right there. I'm gonna tell you something. Some of y'all gonna get tired of people trying to hold y'all hand. Y'all got to get out here and y'all old enough to walk across the street and look both ways and understand how to bring awareness and all that. Y'all got to understand all of that, because I'm here trying to give you the information so you can go look up yourself. But some people gonna knock you upside your head. You know what I mean? I'm here trying to guide you to the information. Some people going to take you and try to walk you away from the information. And what I'm saying is, I've been telling y'all that all of this is a game, is WWE, and then y'all calling in on the Tory Lowe Show with high blood pressure. With the high blood pressure. You know I read the talk to text. You know I read the chat. You know we in the chat. You know I read the text line, and I see what y'all saying. But then when things like this happen, this pardon, y'all gonna justify this because y'all want to be right. Y'all want to be right so bad that y'all want to overlook what's really happening. A lot of y'all fell for what happened with the COVID stuff, and a lot of things was said that y'all went along with that came out to not be true. And it was people out here that was trying to tell y'all ahead of time what was happening, but y'all didn't want to hear them because y'all had got agendized. Y'all was agendized and going along with it because the crowd was going along with it. They was fear-mongering you into it. They was threatening your job. They was saying all this stuff to try to make you do it. Now it's coming on the back end, and before Biden jump out the scene, he trying to get his boys in the space that they don't get prosecuted. He made sure his son didn't get prosecuted. He made sure that Fauci didn't get prosecuted. Okay. But I've been telling y'all this whole time, stop getting high blood pressure over this stuff. Stop disassociating yourself with folks like you doing something, because you could be wrong. You could be wrong. And many times when I tell people that they looking at the masses, they looking at the mainstream media, and they pushing them into the ideas that they going into, and you become a bot. You can't think for yourself. Now these folks on the way out, they finna get out. They getting out with the lifetime pension check. They made their money. But now it's starting to look funny, DJ Brother Z. When you see things like this, and I've been telling y'all ahead of time, so y'all can't say it wasn't nobody out here trying to tell y'all ahead of time what was going on. Y'all can't say that. Don't call in the line talking about we ain't know this, we ain't know that. No, you heard it, but you was agendized. You was locked in. That's locked in, DJ Brother Z.
Accusations.
I was just saying. And then you believed it because they kept telling you it over and over and over and over again, and now they going out the back door. They snuck out the back door on you. I ain't laughing at you. I'm trying to laugh to stop from crying for you. You feel me? I'm on the air, so this laugh or crying, I'm gonna do a little sniggle because I'm gonna try to tell you right now. Sometimes I want to cry watching how bad some of y'all got tricked, and then y'all want to come on the Tory Lowe Show, breathing hot fire, high blood pressure on the lines, and I gotta call the hospital to make sure that they check your blood pressure to make sure you don't have a stroke. All right, DJ Brother Z, I said what I had to say, but also Donald Trump went into his bag and said that when he get in office, once he take the oath, he gonna pardon the January 6ers. We got any video on this, DJ Brother Z? Because I guess pardons is going all around now. All these people getting pardoned, I guess. Oh, we ain't got the video. I guess later in the show when we get the video, when we can get the video, let me know, DJ Brother Z. But all I'm saying is we got to get active. This is all I'm saying. And no matter who's in office, who's the president, we got to protect our residents. We got to get out here and make sure that we doing what we doing on the local level, making sure we got the people in play for the local ideas that affect us on a day-to-day basis, and stop getting all this extra about to have an aneurysm over all of this election stuff, because I'm going to tell you right now y'all seeing the real. He about to get out. He about to skate. And now Fauci, if he did lie, if he did commit crimes, now he get to skate for the rest of his life. Hunter Biden with the crack on the scale with all this video, he get to walk away for the rest of his life after all of this. These the people that's going to walk away with all the money, and y'all out here looking like at y'all bills all funny. You know what I mean? Looking at what you got to do for yourself all funny after you done got the high blood pressure from stressing out over what they was doing. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to talk about these celebrities, DJ Brother Z, Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Rick Ross. They entertaining for Donald Trump. They at the celebration. Damn. Hey, look, we going to talk about that at the Pop Culture Report. I guess it's on us. I guess the Pop Culture Report is on us, DJ Brother Z. We going to get to it when we get back. Tory Lowe Show live from the Marcus Theater downtown for the 41st 41st annual Martin Luther King celebration, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has inspired generations of change leaders, and many more are to come. Let's celebrate his legacy by enjoying incredible speeches by Milwaukee Public Schools students.
For the past few months, we have been in a time of extreme divisiveness and hostility. In all of the chaos, I find that I'm itching to get out there and make myself heard, to gratify my yearning for involvement. I'm so enthralled with desperately hoping that I'll make the right choices in the future that I fail to recognize the fact that I have the power to ensure that success now. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we are faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, there is such a thing as being too late. We need to take action, for ourselves and for each other. How will you help the people around you if you aren't willing to change? People are stronger when united. We dream and we try and we fail and we grow, but we do it together. What's important is that when someone asks you the question, what are you doing for others? You'll be able to say that you're changing. The best thing you can do for someone else isn't about material things or getting recognition for good deeds. It's letting someone make an impression on you. Letting someone challenge the way you see things. Letting someone change you, change your perspective. So consider the minor happenings a little more. Just flashing a smile at a stranger. A small change in your demeanor, and that person will be thinking about your kindness for the rest of their day. All it takes is a split second more consideration. That's all it really is. A thought. A change. A brilliant, shining chance to do what you can for others. Take it.
Marcus Performing Arts Center and We Energies are proud to sponsor the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speech Contest. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community, and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneib. The Milwaukee Bucks secured their fifth straight home win last night over Philadelphia 76ers. This one by a final score of 123-109.
Dame at the top of the arc, flicks the pass to Middleton, right back to Lillard in the corner, and he strokes another good-looking shot. Three-pointer goes down for Damian Lillard, who in this fourth quarter has ignited.
Lillard scored 16 of his 25 points in that final quarter. And the Bucks go on to win to improve to a record of 24-17. Next up, they'll face New Orleans on Wednesday. Over to college hoops, for the UWM Panthers fell just short of Robert Mortis, 81-79. The loss dropping UWM to a record of 13-8. And lastly, to the NFL, where the Bills beat the Ravens 27-25 in the AFC divisional round. They'll face KC in the championship round next week. And the Eagles topping the Rams 28-22. They'll face Washington in the NFC Championship game next Sunday. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe Show live from the Marcus Center for Performing Arts, 41st annual Martin Luther King celebration. Hey, look, it's powerful. Look, this is a day to reflect where we came from to where we are right now. Hey, look, it's a powerful day for those of my brothers and sisters on the front line. Salute. Once again, salute. But we doing a pop culture report. I guess the pop culture report brought to you by your boy Tory Lowe and DJ Brother Z. What's happening in, DJ Brother Z?
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, look, DJ.
Kyle's gonna join us, Tory. He's gonna hop in the studio, so I'm gonna get him on the VMix. And I just texted Dylan because your screen froze, so y'all gotta
screened and froze.
Yeah, y'all gotta refresh the link. And then I'm gonna try to get Kyle all set up for.
You know how we do when we go live. It's gonna be a little technical difficulties. It's all right. But we got Kyle Wallace.
What up, Tory Lowe?
Hey,
what
what's
up,
happening
T-Lowe? Nothing. I was about to go upstairs and no Tony Smith. I said I'll join for the pop culture report.
Hey, look, you looking all handsome. You looking all handsome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You did the Power Hour, the Truth to Power from 12 to 1.
Yes, sir.
You started your first show today. Got the suit on. I see.
Yeah, no, I did not. This is for all those who watched on YouTube. Shout out to those who streamed and watched us on YouTube. 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and share. I have a suit on, and I know I clean up well. I know I clean up well. I ain't gonna lie to you, T-Lo. Last week
I see you. I see you got the fresh cut, the line.
Yeah, you know I had
looking powerful.
I had an event this morning for the YMCA breakfast that we went to, the MLK Day breakfast, so I had to dress up for that. But I ain't gonna lie to you, Lo. Last week I had to dress up for something too, and I'm telling you, I walked in this door. You know, we got a lot of people that work upstairs, a lot of young people, a lot of old people.
Yeah, you looking like one of the suits.
Well, I walked in, Tory, and all the women was like, "Oh, you're looking good today, Kyle." I said, y'all better be careful now. That's an HR violation. Y'all better not get too close to me.
Hold up, it's MLK Day now.
Yeah, so you
know Martin Luther King wanted everybody to walk hand in hand.
Yeah, he showed it. All the little white
girls,
and
want to walk hand in hand. They want to walk hand in hand with you.
Yeah, I mean, no, not me. I'm a taking man. Don't get your dirty paws off. You can look, but you can't touch. That's what I told him, T-Lo. I said, y'all can look, but you can't touch.
Hand in hand with you.
Nah, yeah, but
hey, they trying to make the dream come true.
Not today, say not today,
That's what I'm talking about. Hey.
What you want to talk about for the pop culture?
Hey, look, the pop culture report. Hey, it's the inauguration.
What you got, Zach? DJ Brother Z.
I was gonna say we were gonna talk about Snoop Dogg and Nelly.
Oh yeah,
Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Rick Ross, the boss.
Yeah,
Soulja Boy.
Yeah,
they didn't all jump up. Hey, look, they out here turning up for Donald Trump, crashing out.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I personally, I saw it, and I'm past all that. But my thing is that, you know, Snoop Dogg getting a lot of heat because remember Dogg,
because he said that he was gonna come at anybody that would do that.
Yeah, he said which one of you Uncle Toms? That's what he said. He said which one of you Uncle Toms gonna be the first one? And then I guess he had them 4 years go by. They must have offered him some of that crypto. He must have said Tom me up.
Look, let me tell you something. It's all about the money. It's always been about the money. And a lot of y'all finding out that a lot of people was paid to tell y'all the message. It wasn't a genuine message to try to help the community. They got that check. That check made them say whatever they had to say. They got their reparations. See, you didn't get your reparations. They got that $300,000, $400,000 check. How much you think these people got paid to do the performance in these political arenas? They got their reparations.
Yeah, they got Rick Ross took his private jet there. So I know Rick Ross got paid very handsomely. I know Snoop Dogg to have that crowd move off beat to his music and not dance to drop it like it's hot. Yeah, he was called. He said, "Listen, y'all can go ahead and just give me that 300,000 or whatever it was."
No, I think it was more than that because he came to Potawatomi and I think he walked away with $1 million.
Oh wow! Well, yeah.
Okay.
He got
okay, so for that, he at least got.
Yeah, he got a bag. He told him.
Come on now.
I mean, here's the thing, and like for me, would I have performed? I'm very anti-Trump. Would I have performed for $1 million? Probably, and I would have said.
Yeah, you would have got out there.
I would have said.
You would have tried to drop it like it was hot.
Yeah, no, I would have went on, and as soon as people would have got on my case,
you would have came out with the gray sweatpants on.
Yeah. as soon as they would have got on my case, I would have said, "Listen, y'all." I got offered his money. I got a family to feed. I'm still in this fight, but I also got to fight for my family and feed my family. That's what it comes down to.
I voted for Trump. I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody take a few months. I ain't never got paid for nothing political ever, and nothing community ever. So, and if like I said, I was saying it because I felt like this was the best thing for me and what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you talk about Snoop Dogg and Nelly and Soulja Boy and all them, these are entertainers. Yeah. They're gonna go wherever the bag at. We shouldn't trust celebrities in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like now here's the thing. At the end of the day, everybody has the right to their own opinion. So if you mad at Snoop Dogg, that's your own right that you have as an American citizen to have. My only thing is Nelly just talked too much. All Nelly had to get up there and say, listen, y'all, I did what I wanted to do. It is what it is. This don't mean I love anybody, love either side. Both sides got problems, but at the end of the day, money is green. All right, and so at the end of the day, that's what I'm going for. But Nelly wanted to stretch it. He wanted to make it extra. I was like, Nelly, ain't nobody. Nelly, you gonna make more enemies than friends, Nelly. That's what Snoop ain't said nothing. Not saying he gonna come out.
You think I care about enemies if I getting $10 million to say something? Man, come on,
think about it. Snoop Dogg,
I'm somewhere in the hills. You can't even come by my house because if you come up the street, it's a long way to get to my drive.
Nelly hit it with
my driveway when you got that kind of money.
Nelly hit it.
They don't care what they talk about.
But see, Nelly hit it with it's not about the money. Snoop Dogg been silent. Didn't nobody really come for Nelly neck like that. They said stuff about Nelly, but Snoop Dogg is the one who got his face all plastered everywhere saying what he said a couple years ago, but Snoop been silent. Snoop said, man, let me go ahead and get back to this check.
He's somewhere smoked out with that check.
That's what I'm saying.
Soulja Boy crashed out online too. Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy's gonna crash out.
And he's still doing Crank That. Yeah. So what I'm saying is he got paid off a bag off an old record.
He sure did.
I'm going to try to tell you right now, when you come to these politics, and I tell people all about that high blood pressure, your favorite celebrities, they all took a check. And a lot of this is not meaningful. A lot of the rhetoric and the conversation y'all have is not meaningful to the block. It's meaningful to their pockets.
Well, I think.
And you know what they get in the room and say? Give me the money. I can make these fish jump in the net. I'm going to go catch a plenty fish for you if you give me this $300,000, if you give me this $400,000. This is what they telling folks.
T-Lo, and I think the biggest thing is people have to understand is that this second term of Trump is so different because there ain't going to be no third term, right? So, like, the first time when people were very very upset, it was you understood that there was a possibility for another 4 years. Now that there's no possibility for another 4 years, it is what it is, right? The fight, there's nothing else to fight. There's things to fight, right? There's policies to fight, there's beliefs to fight. But at the end of the day, by Snoop Dogg or Nelly, if they decided not to perform, they earn nothing. Like, what is this going to get you? Donald Trump is going to be
the money.
Donald Trump is going to be in the past after 4 years from now.
And Nelly rapped about Donald Trump in his song. He said he liked it, Donald Trump. He made a song with Donald Trump in it. Like when he first came up, he was talking about how he wanted to get it like Donald Trump. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All the rappers like Donald Trump.
Some did, some didn't. Some used to,
everybody
some
rapped. Everybody had Donald Trump in their lyrics. Before Donald Trump decided to run for president, he was hanging out with the black community. They was taking pictures with him, Oprah, all of them.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he decided to run, now he this, now he that. But that's the political game. That's the WWE.
Tory, he said you blacks have nothing to lose. That's pretty disrespectful to say you black.
Well, he didn't say if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
But he did say
what's more aggressive?
If you don't vote for me,
which one is more aggressive?
If you don't vote for me, you're not black. But then
No, that's a slap in your face. I'll slap them glasses right off your face. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. No, come on now, stop.
They both is hard. Tory, what you can't do is you can't sit there and say one is more.
You threw out something. I never said what nobody said. You threw it out there. I'm just backing up what you just said. You said something and I said something.
Tory, I simply said, you said that the rappers said they used to like Donald Trump, and then when he ran for president, they didn't. I said it might be because he went up there and he said, talking about Trump. We're not talking about anybody else. We're talking about Trump. Okay. He said that you blacks are living in squalor, you're living in poverty, you have nothing to lose.
What's wrong with that? We are.
No, we're not, Tory, because most black people.
Yes, we are.
Tory,
I'm out here every day. I see black folks struggling.
Tory, what percent of black people are living below the poverty line?
Man, look, I say like 40%.
That's asinine because you think that. I want you
Which
to Google.
one is it?
I want you
Which
to
one is it?
Only
Which one is it?
Below the poverty line?
You think that the numbers you think people fill out those census? You think people in our community? I didn't fill it out.
Tory, but
I didn't fill out the numbers. I'm out here watching. I don't need nobody telling me. I'm living. I'm not making no money for helping no community.
Tory, but you don't live below the poverty line.
I'm out here watching. Ask some people in the housing that's sleeping with bed bugs what they doing. You know what I mean? If that statistic make any sense. Ask these kids that's getting the worst test scores in the city of Milwaukee if they living below the poverty. Come on now, stop it. MPS is a largely black-ran school.
But just because, Tory, you can't tell people that just because they go to MPS,
in front of my face.
Wait a minute, you can't tell people because they go to MPS they low income and they poor.
No,
that's not true.
I didn't say that. You said
no.
That.
You just
I said that
MPS.
They tell those people about those statistics when they having the worst experiences. That's
Tory,
what I'm saying.
I want you to know that 52. Wait a minute. Just let me tell you something.
Go right ahead.
In 2021, 50% of African Americans were middle income and 21% were upper income. And that means 71% of us are not living in squalor. So what do you mean? Tory,
who made that? Who made that? Just like they said Kamala Harris was in Iowa, that she was winning something in Iowa.
Tory,
like, come on now, them people the same people that made that.
Tory, wait. So what you gonna tell?
Go right ahead.
So do you understand how dangerous it is to tell black people and tell white people listening that 40% of black people are living in? Wait a minute, let me finish. Wait,
from what I'm seeing around here.
That's from what you're seeing, but your perspective is your perspective. You don't have to fight
as a witness.
No, but you not. But Tory, you fight for everybody. But you're helping those who need the most help. Do not allow for your perspective.
So you telling me we doing good? That's what you're telling me.
I'm telling you as a
black.
Are
you telling me that? Hold on.
As a black community.
No, listen. No, let me ask you the question and answer. You telling me that the black community is doing good right now?
Yes. If 50%, if 71% of you are above 70%,
oh, wow.
Tory,
hey, I need y'all to tap in.
You can't,
I need somebody to tap in on
Tory,
this.
You can't allow.
This is wild to me. I'm just saying.
Why are you denying facts?
All right.
You can't deny.
I'm just listening.
No, Tory.
Okay, so you're saying the fact is black people doing good right now?
71% of black people are not in poverty. 71% are not low income.
You telling me, because I ain't never heard this, because I've been looking for a positive statistic.
Pew Research Center, which is a balance.
Wait a minute. Hold on, listen. I've been waiting for one statistic. I've been asking for this for years.
Okay.
Give me the one statistic on the black community that's powerful, because I can't find none around here.
Well, I just gave you the Pew Research Center.
71% of black people is living good.
They're not in poverty. Yes, 71%.
What's poverty?
29% of black people in poverty, which is entirely too high.
The poverty line? Hold on. What's considered the poverty line in this statistic?
I'll tell you, household income poverty line is probably 30-some thousand. I'm just saying what I'm.
They said this statistics out here. They said the one. They said that even a. Hold on, they said did you hear the statistics on how much you got to make to live comfortable in America?
Yeah, that's the America. But what I'm saying is,
hold on. What is the statistic to live comfortable in America? That's what they were saying. Look that up.
I just know
and if you saying black people poverty line is at 30,000,
and so that means
if people living above 30,000 and to make a good living in America is
family of four. Yes, but what I'm saying is the reason why I have to push back.
Okay, that ain't even adding up.
Wait,
Kyle.
No, the reason why I have to push back, Tory, is because we cannot sit here and make our people seem as
you can't sit there and say that. You said something that hold on.
Use facts.
This what you said. Listen, hold on. No, that ain't facts.
Yes, it is. What do you mean it's not facts?
No, hold on. Listen, hold on. Listen.
This is facts, Tory. I didn't say my opinion.
Hold on. This is what you said.
All right, I got you, brother.
You said that 30,000. Okay, the poverty line is at 30,000
for a family of four. The poverty threshold
I'm just saying,
is 29,960.
Okay, so add that whatever you just said with how much you got to make in America to live decent.
Okay, so this isn't just a black issue.
That's way below that.
But
what
then it's not just a black issue, Tory. It's a society issue. It's an American issue.
But listen, listen, Kyle, hold on. No. Listen to what I just said.
I listen, brother.
If you telling me that the poverty level for blacks is at 30,000
for everybody. Everybody. Ain't just black, that's everybody.
Okay, so and then it's a statistic out here that says if you have to make this much amount of money to live comfortable in America, what is that? If it's 60,000 or something like that to live comfortable in America. So anything below that to me is struggling.
Sure. Then Tory, the story we have to say.
So if 70% of us is just over 30,000, that's not good.
No, well, I don't know what the rate is for over 60,000.
That ain't even adding up right there.
Tory, but another one says that 17.9% of black people living in the United States live below the poverty line, and 7.7% of whites, and 11% altogether. So the poverty line is at 29,000.
And that black people make up 13% of the population in America, like 13 to 16%. That factors in.
Tory, the problem is, Tory, is that white people.
Number is
wait a minute,
very
Tory,
skewed.
You know it's not skewed, Tory. You just taking it the way you want. But Tory, you know somebody.
I'm talking about.
But you somebody. Wait, Tory.
And where poverty at?
You work with a lot of white people, right? And one thing that white people do, which I'm glad we don't do, is that a lot of these white people, they don't sit up there. White people in Whitefish Bay and Shorewood, they don't talk about how they community living in squalor. They don't talk about the people that struggle.
Over there. I don't see the same ideas.
Tory, they don't talk about.
I always refer to Shorewood as a good place.
No, I know, but Tory, white people don't look at the lowest people who are struggling, and they don't sit there and make them the depiction of who they are. So
but
as a black
people have wealth. White people got. Hold on. Okay, so you throwing in white people and black.
No, because
the
black,
wealth.
They did take the wealth.
The wealth
but
ideas.
Wait, Tory. But wait,
we have to pull ourselves up out of bootstrap.
Tory, but the thing is when you depict the entire black race of being not entire, but you said at least 40%.
I said 40% probably living in a way where they could.
But statistically,
probably.
But statistically speaking, Tory, what you said.
To what?
According to the research, the census
poverty level is at 30,000, right?
Yeah,
that's
Tory,
what you said.
Tory, this is what they. This
to
is
live
what they
comfortable
said
in America is at what 60.
Tory, I'm telling you what they said. All I'm saying is this. I just disagree. One thing I don't do is I do not allow for people to say that black people are in poverty, struggling, low income. Do we have people?
That's what's happening.
No, some of us, but not the majority of us.
Okay, not you.
No, the majority. No,
wait a minute. Let me tell you something.
There's more
you telling me
than yous than there are.
71%. I asked you a question. I said 71% of black people you said is doing good.
They're living above the poverty line, yes.
Okay, and I said, what's the poverty line?
And I told you 30,000.
And for a family of four, right?
Or for a family of four, 30,000.
Now look up the statistic that say how much you got to make to live comfortable in America.
Okay, I can look up that statistic.
Okay.
So
what I'm saying is you trying to compare something to something that don't even make no sense.
Okay, so wait, is this a white issue or is this a American issue?
We talking about
issue?
Blacks.
Okay, but Tory, the problem is when you talk about blacks, right? When you basically are saying it's not about the poverty line, it's about what you can afford.
You're saying that
I know we got to go to break.
71% is living good.
No, I said 71% are not in poverty. You said 40. Okay, you said at least 40%.
But I said that 40% probably struggling from what I'm seeing.
Okay, that's a lot of people are struggling. That number for
but no, I'm
really
talking about black.
Okay,
and plus when you don't have the ideas of insurance, generational wealth, when you don't have economics, living wage jobs in your community, when you have poor education in your community, you telling me 71% of people rising above that and living good?
Tory, there's a lot of issues that America has. But what I'm saying is, Tory, is that we cannot paint
Give me one of them checks that Snoop Dogg and Nelly got.
But Tory, we can't paint black people as being poor. We can't.
No, what I'm saying is
because everybody.
I'm not painting them as being poor.
But you said,
I'm saying that you said 71%, 70-some% is living good. Living in the space in America and surviving off of 30 grand.
No, I didn't know. Over.
That's what you just said.
71% is over 30 grand. Yes, and I don't know what.
71% is. So you think that's good?
I didn't say it was good, but I said we ain't in poverty.
That out there. You brought that up.
This all started because Trump said.
What 30,000 a year gonna do?
This all came because Trump said black people are living in poverty, or living in squalor, and when less than 30% of people, and that's too high. It's too high.
Well, okay, but Joe Biden said that we were super predators.
But okay, Tory, yes,
so
he
what
did.
I'm not here
defending
it's a jungle.
This isn't a jungle.
And I'm saying that the school is not.
Tory, this is not a Joe Biden versus Trump thing. We're talking about one specific thing.
You can't hold on. No, you trying to say that we not at 71%. That's where I'm gonna push back on you because you saying 71%.
The Pew Research Center said 71%. I said the Pew Research Center said 71% are not living in squalor and poverty. So I'm not gonna let a white man say black people
are living in squalor and poverty. Majority from what I'm seeing.
Tory, there's not the majority of us are not living like that. We can't say that because what that does is that diminishes.
I said from the majority what I'm seeing. You don't want to accept it.
That's the communities that you walk in.
This is Milwaukee. This is the Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We live in the United States of America, Tory. It ain't just about Milwaukee.
But what I'm saying is, I said from what I'm seeing.
So I know we got to go to break, brother. I love this conversation, brother.
I love it too because I'm gonna tell you what I seen. I don't have to read no statistic. I'm out here looking at it.
But that's what you see. Your perspective ain't the global perspective, Tory.
It don't have to be the global perspective. But I bet you I've been around the globe. I bet you my message go around the world.
Tory, but
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is you can't say 30%.
Yes, I can.
You can't say $30,000 is good when they say that you have to make some certain amount of money to get things done. It don't even make no sense.
And Donald Trump can't say black people are living in poverty and squalor when, based off your numbers, when 60%. That's your number. Based off your number, you said 60%.
Hey, Joe Biden said a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he did. He's a bad person too. I'm not defending Joe Biden. Joe Biden is bad. I didn't want Joe Biden to be my president. I had no choice.
I say politics is WWE, but what I'm saying is you can't say black people, 70% of black people living good.
Okay, well, I'll say 70% of black people not living in poverty, like somebody said.
Well, I'll say this: that amount ain't gonna help nobody. 30,000 ain't gonna help nobody. All right, look. Yeah. When we come back, Truth Nation,
I'm gonna be over
there. More conversations. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're dropping your kids off to school or driving to see the in-laws, don't let your car care take a back seat this busy holiday season. Protect your car against salt, rust, and grime at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express makes cleanup a breeze with state-of-the-art tunnels, free vacuums, and more. Try their new state-of-the-art T2 with graphene wash for the longest-lasting mirror-like shine. Your first wash is free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com.
The MPS City Conference basketball season is starting to heat up, and we are bringing you all the live hoops action right here on 1017 The Truth. Tune in Tuesday. We have a classic conference matchup as the Bradley Tech Trojans host longtime rival the Milwaukee Juno Pioneers. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. City Conference basketball is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS Proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Grammy Award winner John Legend.
Knowing that fight isn't over, knowing that we've got to stay motivated and stay inspired. Glory was the song that myself and Common wrote. 2 brothers from the Midwest, from Chicago and from Springfield, Ohio.
Oscar Award winning actor Don Cheadle.
I know that we're the bright, shiny thing that sometimes gets the attention, but I would say don't listen to celebrities. You don't have to listen to us. Listen to yourself.
And President Donald Trump's son, Don Jr.
When did we have a strong economy? And I don't think anyone with a straight face can say right now. And the reality, when you look at it, it's not even voting for my father. Look at the team that's now surrounding him.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Look, the Tory Lowe Show is broadcasted live from the Marcus Center for Performing Arts for the 41st annual Martin Luther King Day celebration. Hey, look, at 3 o'clock, we're going to have some of the participants, talk about what MLK Day means to them. Also, you can call in. I'm going to open up the lines, 833-212-1017. Talk to text, 833-212-1017. You can also talk about what MLK Day means to you and how the legacy of Dr. King affected you. 833-212-1017. Hey, look. Powerful conversation. I like Kyle Wallace. I appreciate Kyle Wallace for all he's done. But sometimes we ain't gonna agree on a lot of things. But like I said, that's not, that's what makes good radio. We get to talk about it and discuss these things. But I think we got Sir Chance on the lines. Sir Chance, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, Tory Lowe, what's going on, bro?
Blessings, brother. How you doing?
Take about 30 seconds to pretty much sum this up for your previous conversation with the great Kyle Wallace. Obviously, as a strong black man with a lot of pride and integrity, he was speaking from the heart with a lot of conviction, too. And basically, to sum it up, the Trump statement was a blanket statement. And what he's basically saying is that, hey, don't speak for all of us. I mean, if you said, hey, there's a fraction of y'all don't have nothing to lose, then he's correct, absolutely correct. But just don't put it all in the same boat. I mean, it's the black pride sentiment. That's basically what Kyle was trying
as individuals. Some individuals was making.
Yeah, that's basically what he was saying. Don't just put us all out there because we ain't all on there, but there's a good fraction of us that need help. It may not be 50%, but it's over a third. So, if Trump had his right people in place before he opened up his mouth, he should have had a speechwriter or somebody to edit some of the comments, and they would have been able to say, "Hey, look, bro, don't say y'all got nothing to lose, hey, because it's some of them that do got a lot to lose, but there's some that don't. So don't put them all in the same place." Right. That's basically what Kyle was saying.
But when I say poverty, and when you talk about the numbers and 71% of black people live in a certain way, I ain't seeing that.
Well, they're not going to, long story short, that's not going to put them in the upper middle class or middle class, but they can make it at paycheck to paycheck still doesn't put them in a poverty bracket.
No, I ain't saying that, but what I'm saying is when you talk about $30,000 is a lot. If you're living over $30,000, you're not living in poverty. I'm just saying, to me, when I look at the statistics on just even to stay in Wisconsin, they saying it's $78,000. This is for homeowners, and then they said it's even more than that to live if you renting. You got to make. So what I'm saying is, okay, these numbers I'm challenging the numbers.
Right. And I'll piggyback on that too. Yes, the numbers are misconstrued, and they are whitewashed, to say the least. So, yeah, you got a good point. Both of y'all had good points.
Right.
That's all,
But
bro.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying what he was saying. I'm just saying the numbers that when he came up with the numbers, I'm like, wait a minute, because it takes a certain amount of money to live comfortably in the state of Wisconsin. And if you make it $30,000, you're not even scratching the surface.
If you got a family of 4, yeah. If you buy yourself, you should be able to make it.
Right. But what I'm saying is that
I don't know where those stats came from.
Okay, that's all. That's where most of my pushback came.
Yeah, right. Okay, bro.
All right, hey, I appreciate you, Sir Chance. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Brian, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah, 30,000. Yeah, that's pretty low. You figure you got 12 months in a year. Your average rent is $1,000 a month. So you take 12,000 off of that 30. Okay, then you got the cell phone bill. You got
the
food.
energy bill.
Exactly. So you looking at, man, plus half of that got to go to taxes. Out of 4 people, that's way below poverty, buddy.
I'm
talking about out of 4 people, 30,000. You thinking about people got like 4,000 or 5,000 to live in 12 months, free of taxes, free of the expenses. So you telling me one person can deal with $4,000 for a 12-month span? Wow.
I'm just trying to say when he brought the numbers up, and from what I'm looking at, and then I read a statistic that said that even this now, and I'm gonna read this straight from the statistic. Now, when you get to the numbers, this is what I'm saying about these numbers. This is how we can always go back and forth, because I was looking for a great statistic, and if 71% of blacks are living above the poverty line, show me that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, just to live in the state of Wisconsin, they say it's 78,000 to live comfortable.
You got it right. It got to be 78,000 or more.
So okay. So if you, where do you live in if you make it 30? If you got 4 kids?
Man, I don't know. You probably living at that parking ride.
Hey,
got to be living at that parking ride, and you
don't
can't
tell
have
him
no
to
cell
go
phone
to
either.
the parking ride. We ain't trying to get him out the parking ride, man.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they putting him out the parking ride. Man, it's rough. Man, it's rough out here.
But this is what they're saying. They say to live comfortably in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a household income of around $78,000 per year is needed for homeowners. This is for homeowners, and about $80,000 for renters. It's higher when you're a renter, and most of our people are renters. Now you tell me what somebody making $80,000 around here that's doing the majority. So you telling me 71%? I'm just saying. Help me understand this.
It's not understandable, brother. On that note, our folks gonna need to make upwards of 100,000 for four people in a family at by minimum, at least 100,000 or more. 4 people will have to bring in 100,000 per family.
Group economics. That sounds like group economics right there.
That's what we're saying. They got to start living together.
I'm just trying to do the math, Brian. That's all. I ain't trying to, I wasn't even trying to bring no smoke. That wasn't even what I was trying to bring the smoke on today. But I appreciate you for tapping in, Brian. Pat, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in, Pat.
Hey, King.
Blessings, Pat.
Listening to you and the other man. What was his name again?
Kyle Wallace.
Kyle. Okay, I was listening to y'all go back and forth, and I think that we are not adding in the factors that health disparity, home ownership, schools. We are lacking in a whole lot of areas, so we're not okay. And that's what I wanted to say. It ain't all about money. Sometimes, getting our generations to succeed us is what we want to do. We don't want to keep everybody under or at the same. We want to see our children grow and our community grow. So we black people are not okay in America. I just want to say that.
Hey, I heard that we was all right.
No, we're not all right. And I think I heard this, and I don't know if it's true, so I would like you to tell me. Is it true that Donald Trump will cause men that are paying child support to be the only ones that can file taxes on the children.
I heard that. That's been going viral on social media.
And I thought that was like the changing of the guards. That's amazing.
Well,
that's all
like I said, I heard that, and I haven't confirmed it. I've been looking this up. It's going viral on social media, and I try to, if I bring it up, it'll be as alleged because I didn't see the concrete ideas to make it to where I can bring it to the people and say this is what's going to happen.
Well, I know when he got in today, he went right to work, and he signed some great orders as far as for the border, and then for these cars, electric cars. So we headed in the right direction. Get a man a chance.
Well, right, like I said, I got you, Pat. I appreciate you for tapping in today. Hey, Mr. Moore, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What's up, my brother? What's up,
How you doing, Brother Moore? God bless you.
I'm doing okay. I'm good. I feel good. I'm on, I'm on Red Bulls. I'm wired. But yeah.
You out here riding around. You out here? Are you outside?
Hey, my fingertips cold. I had to get out the house. My wife's like, get out. You got around in here. Go outside, do something. So I had to move around. But I had to do a little shopping for her.
It's early. It's early in the year. You got to get busy.
Hey, Tory, you know those new apartments they putting up and stuff, Tory?
Mm-hmm.
Like on MLK and stuff.
Right.
Man, go.
With the Martin Luther King Library at the bottom.
Hey, yeah, but Tory, it's one right there off of Port Washington at the end of Port Washington. It's a girl fell through her floor, Tory. Fell through her floor.
Oh, the new building?
It's like these. Yeah, Tory.
Oh, wow.
They new buildings, but they falling apart, Tory. And I think like management, after like 5 or 6 years, they supposed to go in there and like remodel on them, right? They ain't doing no remodeling. They told some people that I told them, I said, I think you're supposed to get 30% of your income. They told them, no, they get a tax write-off. I'm like, how do you get a tax write-off? You don't own that building. I'm like, is they lying to these people? And I thought their rent was supposed to go up. I thought if with the subsidies houses, they supposed to stay at an even keel so they could save money to buy them a house. That ain't happening, Tory. They cheat them. Man, I'm wired up, man. I don't know what to do. I'm wired up, man. I just
oh, wow.
But yeah, Tory, I just had to go holler at my guy. Him and his girlfriend, they said with his brother, because they probably build it tearing apart. It's just bad. And
they need to get out there. They need to get out there and really try to, like I said, we have huge concerns in our community, and I think that when we talk about, people in poverty rates and things like that, I'm going to try to tell you right now, that when you look at the average to be comfortable in the conditions we living in and the complaints, like I said, from what I'm seeing, 40% of the people that I be seeing, they got complaints and they not living like that. And this is because I'm out here moving around. So, like I said, yeah, as individuals, people are able to live fine and make a way for themselves. But as a whole, if you telling me 71% of black people is living good, I'm gonna throw the red flag on the field. I'm gonna throw the flag on the plate.
Yeah, I don't think 30%. I say from a regular family compared to a white family. It ain't happening. They probably make 8 times more than that black family make, and that's preposterous. I hope he do something about that, because when he said he's gonna make it equal liberty, I mean it's time for it. It doesn't happen for too long that we haven't been able to shine like we supposed to, and all these little groups and stuff like that. Yeah, them groups. They go first. They go actually first because they help them. Okay. They buddies.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this, Truth Nation. We listening. It's 2025. I'm happy we getting these conversations out the way. Yeah, I'm happy we getting these conversations out the way. I'm here at the, Marcus Center for, Performing Arts. and we celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday today. We celebrating the struggle, but what I'm saying is we still got a long ways to go. And a lot of people don't like, because I don't have to look at a lot of statistics because I move around. And when you believe, that's why you got to be active. This is why when you can get a pushback, when certain conversations come up about black, because sometimes when you're not looking at it, you have to go along with some of the things people are saying, because you don't know. But at the same time, I already know how much you got to make to live comfortable in the state of Wisconsin and in the city of Milwaukee. You know what I mean? To just the basic needs. They say $15 an hour to $22 an hour, and it's just the basics. You know what I mean? And then don't factor in daycare. Don't factor in if you make a certain amount of money, you don't qualify for assistance and things like that. So how do this add up? Somebody help me make it make sense. This had nothing to do with Donald Trump or Joe Biden. This has something to do with how we living in America and how we gonna try to move forward. And you can't be delusional and do it and move things forward. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. When I see that, now that Trump is in office and everybody fear-mongering, and then you got, they make it WWE, like you got to be on one side or the other. You know what I mean? I ain't on no side. I'm on the side of getting things right. I'm on the side of making things change. I'm not going with the status quo or the establishment. I'm on that side of let's get something out of it, no matter who around. That's how I feel about it. Hey, but look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines, and we got some more situations that we got to talk about. The mayor of New York saying he down with Trump. He trying to figure out what Trump trying to do. And New York had a heavy illegal crisis situation where they was going to New York. So I guess the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, saying, look, he down with the Trump. He trying to see what he talking about. We're going to talk about it when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
Busy commute? Surf to Tsunami Express Car Wash. In just 3 minutes, your car will look fresh and ready to get back on the road. Tsunami Express makes cleanup a breeze with state-of-the-art tunnels, free vacuums, mat cleaners, and complimentary detailing supplies. Visit any of their 5 convenient locations in the greater Milwaukee area. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Get your first wash free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Snoop Doggy Dogg performing for Donald Trump. Hey, you know what I mean? Nelly. They outside. Soulja Boy. Rick Ross flew in the private jet. They got the black suits on. Donald Trump is here. I see a lot of radio personalities switching up too. Stephen A. Smith. You know, even Charlamagne the God, they switching up because, you know, they trying to get in on the other side. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you can't let the money make your decision. You got to understand what's best for what you're trying to do and try to see where you fit in, and that's how you do politics. And I'm gonna tell you right now you seeing the real effect of it. And Rick Ross was just here at the All Black. You know, performing. You know, these are just performers. Snoop Dogg, you know, he's just a performer. He was the one that got all aggressive on the lines, telling folks, if you gonna be Sambo or Uncle T, this is what they do. See, this is why other communities they only use entertainers for entertainment. They don't listen to them politically, or they don't make no strategies. They just use them to bring the attention, and then they do the rest. But in our community, it seems like we just take what these celebrities say and we run with it. And you know, they could come in here and make community decisions and all that, and you know, and y'all don't even know that decision that they put out there was bought. It was bought by whoever paid them. You know what I mean? It wasn't organic. It wasn't like, okay, I saw this in my neighborhood. Let me go ahead and try to make this change. Like the Black Panthers. You know, when I was watching the Black Panthers movie, they wanted to have a stoplight, a stop sign. You know, that's how they started. Like, man, I want this change in my neighborhood. And I was trying to tell somebody that every time a black person wants something, it go into the political space. It don't matter what it is. You can say anything. We want better schools. It's political. We want a speed bump outside the house. It's political. We want better ideas, better jobs. It's political, because they know once they get into the political space, you can keep flipping. It ain't gonna be no real result. That's all I'm saying. If really, when I see people that really get it done, they just go and they make it happen because they don't put the power in the political hands. They tell the political, if you don't do this, you ain't gonna get elected no more. And they know that on our side of town, a lot of times we keep the same people. Some of these elected positions is a lifetime position. We're gonna keep putting them in. We're gonna keep voting them in. So they didn't got comfortable. So Trump coming in. Here go Trump, changing up everything, got everybody scared, you know, got everybody talking about the boogeyman. But the truth is, it don't matter who in office, Joe Biden, Trump, Obama, we got a list of things that we didn't see that our community ain't changed. Our community ain't changed. I was telling somebody last year was one of my worst years dealing with the community. I had to take a whole week off. At the end of December. I actually took like the most time I ever took off last year because it was overwhelming. The work was overwhelming. Like, I thought it was getting easier. It's getting worse. So like I said, I'm an eyewitness because I'm the one that got to answer the phone. They calling me. But at the same time, I got to be realistic. I got to say, okay, we cannot continue to do the same things over and over again because we're getting the same result. So how do we do that? How did that look? That looks like everybody becoming active, being about that action, getting out in the neighborhood, talking to each other, regroup, rethinking, reshaping, trying to identify what do my block need. If we can get it right there, if we can hit it right there, if you want to help, go and see what your block need. What are the people that I'm living in this neighborhood? What do people need in this neighborhood? How can I be a resource? How can I connect them with some of these nonprofits? How can I connect them with some of these people that's getting some of the tax dollars that's saying that they helping on the mission statement? How can I do that? A lot of people say, hey, Tory, how do you get started? I say, look, you get started by becoming a resource for your immediate people in your area. And like I said, there's some individuals, some good individuals, they live in different spaces. But when you can always go back to your own neighborhood or find a family member that live on the block or that live in the area, where your family members is living, or where somebody that they living in the area where they may need your help to create a resource. This is how we do this. It's that simple. And one person can make a change on the block. One person can make a difference in the family. One person can do something and everybody say, oh, let me do that. This is something that you can't forget. This is something that you got to know. That, the moment I change my mind, people that's watching me, they're going to start changing their mind. It's that simple. And everybody, you can talk about Joe Biden and what they did for their buddies. They winning. To me, they winning. They walking away with whatever they got, and you still scratching your head. You still asking questions. You still watching the celebration today, and you got high blood pressure. You looking and watching in fear when you need to be looking and watching out the window. Looking at your neighborhood, trying to get your things together, because no matter what happens, it's going to take all of us to resolve it. No matter what's going on, we're going to have to look at each other in the face and say, are we doing what it takes for us to get over these humps? That's the truth. That's the 100% truth. A lot of people say, hey, Tory, how do you do what you do and you didn't get paid for? I said, no, I don't have to get paid like that to help my people. All I got to do is know that it's an issue and a problem, and can we fix it, yes or no? So when I look my brothers and sisters in the face, we shaking hands looking at each other like, can we get this done, yes or no? That's it. And the reward is that, yes, we can. And if money can't buy that. Money can't buy that. But when you talk about these celebrities, people disappointed in Snoop Dogg, people disappointed in Nelly, people disappointed in Soulja, people saying that they hurt, they disappointed. Why? They entertainers. Malcolm X tried to tell you. We cannot follow behind these people that's in these certain ideas and organizations and entertaining ideas. We got to start putting our trust in the brothers and sisters on the front lines. They've been telling you this the whole time. But you surprised, you shocked, you got high blood pressure for the wrong thing. It's okay though, because we learning. We got the Town on the lines. Town, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in, Town.
What up, Tory?
Blessings, brother Town.
For sure.
What's on your mind?
All right.
What's on your mind? What's on your grind?
Man, let me tell you though, because number one, they don't care about us on either side. Let's get that out there.
Go throw it out there. Let me catch the alley-oop. Let me catch the live on
that out there. Now we Trump,
live it up.
And we're Biden, because Trump said that the 5 boys up in New York needed to get the death penalty, and then he gonna rape the girl. And he wasn't voting with the with the black people in the rental, and his daddy used to be the KKK. Let's not forget that. But let's go on Biden too, though.
Yep, go right ahead. I like you. That's why I like you. You throw it all out there.
We super predators. We super predators. Hey, and you know what block we from? He was talking about me. You know what I'm saying? That's ill. That
crime bill did a lot of damage. Like I said, you could pull out both sides equal. If you make a sheet and write it down, it don't add up for us.
It don't. But hey, I'm gonna tell you though, we gonna have to yell at him though, because if Trump do something wrong, we gonna have to be on his bumper regardless. More so because he's the president.
Right.
He's the president. You know what I'm saying? I agree. So I don't want, and I ain't saying just you, anybody. I don't want to hear no excuses about when Trump start messing up. Because
I'll tell you this. I gave all of them the lashes because when it comes to my community, I have no ties like that in no political arena. What I do got ties to is for progress, and no matter if it's President Trump or the local electeds or the school board, it's all the same to me. We just want progress. I don't see why people pick and choose. We just trying to get ahead, and if you in that way, you're going to have to get some of it.
True that, and we want something. We want something though.
Right.
Now it ain't, because like when they get something, when they get a tax break, it's to further the economy. When we ask for something, they call it a handout. You know what I'm saying?
And that's trash because everybody, look, we saw how the people that was over here undocumented got all that money.
Yep. True that.
We sat there and watched that.
And now, too.
Hold on. And then now this was what's funny. They said they want us to look the other way for the illegal documentation, but yet we got to throw Ray Ray in the trash. If Lil Ray Ray out here breaking the law and doing something, we got to throw Lil Ray Ray in the trash, but we got to turn the other way when it comes to these other people that's breaking the law. And I say you get them all.
You're right about that, because it's like it seemed like whatever new group comes around that can be have some voting power. It seemed like the Democrats and the Republicans choose them before they choose us. And the last time I checked, white people and black people built this country, but they couldn't do it without black people. So why is they always going to other races and other
new
voting groups before us? Yeah, shouldn't we be the first voting block we go to from America? What's more America than black people?
Well, I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people, they didn't hold on to their political power. They sold their allegiance to agendas that don't benefit us. And I think that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem I'm seeing, that people have got their reparations through conversations, backdoor conversations. And they, you know, hey.
You're right, bro. You're right. But this, I'm going to say, too, and I'm going to push back on what you said about the high blood pressure or whatever like that. Yeah, we shouldn't have high blood pressure, and we shouldn't get ourselves hyped up about
it's a way to have it that works for us, though.
But, yeah, I feel you. But we still have to keep that same fervor and fight. We got to keep on fighting no matter what, no matter who.
But it can't be misplaced. Somebody said just because you're running in place, that don't mean you moving.
True that. That's true.
Okay.
But that's better than the person sitting down and doing nothing.
Well, it depends on the circumstances.
You know, if you see something bad happening and you don't say nothing, you almost as complicit as the person is doing it.
Well, I'll say this. I'll go one step further. If you got to be so active that you can actually understand what agenda is actually being used, and hopefully you can get an agenda yourself. And if the agenda that's you being used, if it can benefit your community, sometimes you got to join ideas. But what's happening is you don't even know there's an idea being used. You just going along with it.
True that. You got to do your research. You got to
know what you're doing. You can't be the leader and you getting the okie doke.
And the one last thing I want to say, with black people, we got to figure out who is on the teams, because certain times we see like, hold on, we thought they was with them, but then they with them. They on teams, and it's rarely then they trade teams. So us as a people, we got to do our research and see who on the team, and then go on the team that works for us. And that's my time, cuz.
Hey, I got you, Town. I agree. Hey, look, you get no pushback from me. I'm telling you, the one thing I can say that we both agree on is results at the end. That's it. That's powerful if we can get to that. Who else? Who do we got, DJ Brother Z? Thomas? Thomas, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you, Thomas.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Turn your radio down. How you doing, brother?
Okay. Can you hear me? All right. Okay, this is my comment with you and Wallace there. I think he was trying to say, which I experienced here in Milwaukee for years, when a white person makes a statement about blacks, especially something negative or whatever, they generalize all of us. They think all of us is violent. They think, especially the black males, they think all of us is loud. They think all of us is
Birth of a Nation. They made a movie about it.
Well, I'm just saying, I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about what I know. So what I think the brother meant is that when Trump made that statement about how filthy, blacks were or the neighborhoods, I think he was generalizing everybody, and that's how they think of blacks. Because I know one time I went.
But I think every race do that. I think they all generalize black community. I think we got to get out of our feelings. Hold on, I think we got to get out of our feelings and get on the grind. See, words only hurt if you think. Hold on, listen. All I'm saying is, what's the worst thing that we have started to practice is that words can knock us off our what we need to do, off the where we need to go with it. And I was told that words mean nothing. Sticks and stones can break bones, but names and all of that. And if we not working and we feeling some type of way, to me, I believe that's a problem on our side.
Okay, now. But once I'm not in my feelings, I'm just stating what I think the brother meant. Yeah, I hear you, and I heard you what you said. I was just saying what I think the brother meant when you made that statement. Yeah,
I think I never gave no pushback on that. What I gave the pushback on is the numbers and the statistics. No, I'm talking about the numbers and the statement of poverty, things like that.
Yeah, I heard all that. What I'm saying is what I think the brother said again, and I'm interpreting that the statement Trump made, and it was just for all blacks. Now, like you said, you've been around and you've seen some of that stuff is true, what Trump said. True enough. But I think he was saying that when Trump said it, he just blanketed everybody. And I said that when white folks make a statement about blacks, whether it's negative or positive or true or false, they generalize all of us.
And that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's true. That's 100% true. I've never, stepped in a room when I didn't hear it. I heard generalizations go on, and I tell you this, I'm not in the room for the generalization. I'm here to work. See, the thing is, people say stuff all the time, and I listen to a bunch of stuff, even about me, but I don't care. I'm here to work. I don't know nobody that work 8 hours a day or 24 hours a day. They got time to do nothing but work and come back and get some rest and go back to work. You know what I mean? So I think that we have to, even when we hear things from any side, whether it's Biden or whether it's Trump, whether it's the local electeds or anything like that, what we have to do is make sure that the work is there. So when you walk up with the work, they got to make the change. They don't have to make a change if you and your feelings. If they can throw you off, the easiest way for me to throw you off is if you listen to anything that I'm telling you to throw you off, to misdirect you. I don't got to do a lot of work to say something to throw you off. But if you work it, it's hard for me to get rid of you. And it's hard for me to ignore what you're trying to do. And then eventually I'm going to have to cave in because y'all keep coming with the work. And that's what we got to start getting. That's why I say salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines, because we ain't going nowhere. But we do got to run the break. And when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has inspired generations of change leaders, and many more are to come. Let's celebrate his legacy by enjoying incredible speeches by Milwaukee Public Schools students.
People, come on and imagine this with me. Picture it. In the near future, in a world that is driven by the acts of love, kindness, and helping one another. I imagine that when I walk outside my house, I will see everyday people serving and interacting with each other. I will see my peers helping my elderly neighbors shovel their snow. I will see people handing out food to the homeless. I will see something as simple as someone holding the door for someone else. Now, that's what I see. Now, I'm going to tell you what I hear. I hear people telling one another that they are special, they are loved, and that they're beautiful. I guess I'm sounding a little bit like the actress Viola Davis, in the movie The Help. You is kind, you is smart, and you is important. But moving on, this world that I just imagined about with all of you is a world that I look forward to. Dr. King stated that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And that is a good question, I might add. So here's my answer to that. I plan to help others by speaking out against injustice, being kind, and offering myself. I can be of service by speaking out against injustice. People should not be judged or mistreated just because of the color of their skin. The human race is unique with different ethnicities, cultures, and religions. And that's how it's supposed to be. I wouldn't want to live in a world that isn't diverse. That would be boring. I want to live in a world where people aren't the same. I want to live in a world where I feel comfortable walking down the street and not be stereotyped just because I have on a hoodie. I love my hoodies. I want to live in a world where police brutality, black-on-black crimes, and racism are extinct. At this moment that I have speaking in front of you all gives me a momentum to start a movement of my own called Children on the Run Against Injustice. This movement will help our community. Dr. King stated that the time is always right to do what's right. And that's what I plan to do.
Marcus Performing Arts Center and We Energies are proud to sponsor the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speech Contest. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snibe. The Milwaukee Bucks secured their fifth straight home win last night over Philadelphia 76ers. This one by a final score of 123-109.
Dame at the top of the arc, flicks the pass to Middleton, right back to Lillard in the corner, and he strokes another good-looking shot. Three-pointer goes down for Damian Lillard, who in this fourth quarter has ignited.
Lillard scored 16 of his 25 points in that final quarter. Then the Bucks go on to win to improve to a record of 24-17. Next up, they'll face New Orleans on Wednesday. Over to college hoops, for the UWM Panthers fell just short of Robert Mortis, 81-79. The loss dropping UWM to a record of 13-8. And lastly, to the NFL, where the Bills beat the Ravens 27-25 in the AFC divisional round. They'll face KC in the championship round next week, and the Eagles topping the Rams 28-22. They'll face Washington in the NFC Championship game next Sunday. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In the edge of pockets, I need all that. Yeah. Money say we need all the money now. Pennies and all that. It's your money if I don't care if you got $1 million all pennies. I'm gonna be counting Abe Lincolns all day. Yeah. In the edge of pockets, I need all that.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, broadcasting live from the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts. The 41st annual Martin Luther King celebration today. Look, we got people piling in right now at 3 o'clock. We're going to try to get some of these event goers and people that are a part of the event today to come on the show after the 3 p.m. hour. And you know what? It's powerful to see the youth getting involved, getting engaged. Civic engagement is much needed. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a beautiful time. White Widow, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, MLK Day all the way, you know what I mean, right?
Puff.
Yeah, but, you know, it's kind of like I said on Kyle Wallace. I mean, you know, might as well backhand me having this inauguration on a federal holiday. They wouldn't do it on Easter. They wouldn't have done it on the 4th of July. So, I mean, I found it sad But, listen to this. I listened to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy. I sat in front of that TV. My mom sat us in front of that TV. I was in Milwaukee. You know what I heard? A black man without a job, you'd rob him of his dignity and his self-respect. We will no longer let black children go to public schooling that are dilapidated and overcrowded. Those are the things that I heard with my ears when Martin Luther King was speaking during the period before he was assassinated. And, man, it's like I'm thinking now, are we not saying the same things? And, I don't care on a bigger scale. Tory, that lady called last week and validated everything I've been seeing on these streets for the last 5 years, public and private sector. For the first 4, I took a bus because that's the only way you're going to know. That's my vision. But guess what? What did she say at the staffing service? These employers intentionally call up and say, send anybody but black.
That's what she said.
I mean, come on. How much more obvious? And that's what I've been telling people. Go to the health department and find out everybody behind those offices. Go to the Treasury Department, Milwaukee County. Yeah, they'll let blacks work as long as they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Are they optometrists? No. Are they in the professional fields of Milwaukee? No. Why? Because blacks don't have the capability? No. Intentionally, they've been held down. And we're still dealing with a white supremacy underground. Guess what changed with jobs? They just took the signs off that said whites only in front of these buildings. So, I'm sorry, but I'm hurt. And guess what? Guess what else Dr. King said? I'll bring in the Appalachian poor. Those are my family, my ancestors, the poor Irish who competed with jobs on the docks of New Orleans with the slaves. That is why I am so embedded. That is why my mom said, sit there and listen to that man. Because white people didn't want us. They didn't want us.
Irish.
And that didn't stop. They didn't want you right about that. Are you kidding me? Trust me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't compete to what black people have gone through in this country. So the fact of the matter is, man, it kind of chills me that the words of Martin Luther King we're saying still today. And I don't care about Washington, DPI. Guess what? I don't care. Inclusion. Not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. We're going to use common sense approach. We're going to get shared revenue in the black community. We're going to upgrade these schools. And we're going to get really protective. And we're going to get territorial. And we're going to get racially motivated. Guess what? We're going to get racially motivated.
Hey. Like I said, the thing is, it's going to take everybody, really, to tell you the truth, divide and conquer ideas and strategies that have been going on for a long time. A lot of people have fallen into different divisions, and they're trying to fight from these different divisions and really uniting not only as a community but as a whole to fight for this basic rights, basic human rights. Eventually that's what it's going to have to come down to. And I think Fred Hampton was a big advocate for everybody coming together, no matter it's black, white, Hispanic. We all are facing the 1% or the big ideas that are really pulling the strings. And I think that many times we forget that, and we start arguing with each other and fighting over ideas and agendas and becoming agendized and really ready to crash out over something that don't even produce any results in the end. And this is where we got to make sure that we draw the thin line in the sand where we talk about getting things done. And I think that this is where now, as we move forward, this is where we honor some of our ancestors by saying, you know what, the same thing that they were saying back then, it's the same thing that we're being that I'm saying and that we're being told, hey, look, this is how we keep moving forward. And are we still ignoring those cries? Or these are things that have been video recorded. These are audios that have been spoken on large scales telling us this is what we must do. Did we listen? Are we listening? This is something that we got to ask ourselves. This is something when we watch other people get what they want and we still struggling that, okay, how did this happen? Were we in the right space? Did we do the right thing? You have to make the adjustments because the ultimate goal is to get a result and get progress, and that's it. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, Tory Lowe live from the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts 41st Martin Luther King ceremony. At the top of the hour, we're going to try to bring some people over from the event to talk and have discussions. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your girl, DT, and I am back. Join Dr. Ken Harris and I every Monday night for our weekly show, The Truth Unfiltered. We're going to break down the top news stories of the week with no filters and no apologies. We're going to tell you just exactly how it TI is, which is the only way that Dr. Ken and I know how to roll. So be sure to tune in to The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken every Monday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Every accomplishment starts somewhere. For University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee student Nick Birschbach, it was connections to internships that led to a job at GE Healthcare. For master's student Brendan Neihart, it started with a meet and greet at UWM School of Freshwater Sciences. Now, he's a field engineer at WaterTech of America. And for Yasmin Cruz, studying abroad led to a job teaching English in Spain. The path to success goes many places. It starts at UWM.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League is celebrating 105 years of legacy and impact. The 105th year milestone community engagement campaign is a mission-driven effort to support employment, education, advocacy, and entrepreneurship initiatives. Together, they can continue their impact and legacy. Join them in raising $1.5 million. Text 105 to 41444 to make a secure online donation today. Visit TMUL.org for more information.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing on them with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan where my accountant lives. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts. Look, it's the Martin Luther King celebration today. And look, if Martin Luther King inspired you in any way, we got the lines open for you, so you can reflect and talk about this great civil rights leader, Martin Luther King. And look, we got the youth here. We got people participating in the events, they coming in right now. The top of the hour, we're going to try to get a few of them to come over and have a conversation. Maybe even get one of the kids to do a speech or something. I mean, it's powerful. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Today is a powerful day for those that are willing to make the sacrifice to make change, and this is what we celebrate right now at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts, their 41st Martin Luther King celebration. And look, if y'all coming down, come holler at your boy Tory Lowe. Hey, look, it's amazing, DJ Brother Z, from the time we started The Truth until now, and to be able to cover these things in the community. And Martin Luther King, what he represents, the ideal of making change and doing things. I remember I wrote an essay on Martin Luther King, and I brought the award. I found the award in my church, my old church. I went to visit my old church. I won this award 30 years ago, 1994, I think, and I just couldn't believe, because sometimes you forget, some of the things if you were able to do. But that was very important to me coming up at North Division High School. Martin Luther King. I looked up to Martin Luther King as far as like, okay, we got to have that kind of energy, that energy to help the neighborhood. And that award, the award that I won, when I looked at it, I was like, man, like, that was 30 years ago when I was in high school. I could have been out here, doing whatever, crashing out. But I was trying to write, how to make the community better, DJ Brother Z. That's powerful. So when I see these kids walking around here, when I see these young people doing the same thing, I was once one of these young people, DJ Brother Z. But do we have any video of this pastor from Detroit? I don't know if we got it ready, DJ Brother Z. I can't see the screen. Do we have any audio on the pastor from Detroit? Oh, we only have a minute. Okay, we're going to have to do that at the top of the hour. They out there showing out, DJ Brother Z. The people that's up there at the inauguration, they there to have fun. They there to celebrate. And is Nelly performing tonight? I guess Nelly is supposed to be performing today. I don't know. I don't know if he's supposed to. I think it's today. I think Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross and Soulja Boy, I think they did the crypto event. I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if Nelly doing the performance today or what, but we're going to try to keep everybody up to speed on what's going on in the next hour. Also, we're going to have some young people, some of the event goers here at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts, right here on MLK Day. Tory Lowe broadcasting live. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The MPS City Conference basketball season is starting to heat up, and we are bringing you all the live hoops action right here on 101.7 The Truth. Tune in Tuesday. We have a classic conference matchup as the Bradley Tech Trojans host longtime rival the Milwaukee Juno Pioneers. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. on the new 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app. City Conference basketball is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS Proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Join the YMCA of Metropolitan Milwaukee on January 20th for the 28th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel starting at 8 a.m. Come together as a community to reflect on Dr. King's powerful legacy, celebrate the creativity of our youth, and be inspired by moving performances and speakers. This will be a day of inspiration, connection, and service, one you won't want to miss. For more information, visit ymcamke.org/MLK. Can't wait to see you there.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Grammy Award winner John Legend.
Knowing that fight isn't over, knowing that we've got to stay motivated and stay inspired. Glory was the song that myself and Common wrote. Two brothers from the Midwest, from Chicago and from Springfield, Ohio.
Oscar Award winning actor Don Cheadle.
I know that we're the bright, shiny thing that sometimes gets the attention, but I would say don't listen to celebrities. You don't have to listen to us. Listen to yourself.
And President Donald Trump's son, Don Jr.
When did we have a strong economy? And I don't think anyone with a straight face can say right now. And the reality, when you look at it,
it's not even voting for my father. Look at the team that's now surrounding him.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
You know, I'm working in the morning, and I was listening back on the Truth app.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth. You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show, live from the Market Center for the Performing Arts, Martin Luther King celebration. We got people gathering around. I see the kids piling in, Truth Nation. Hopefully we can get one of these kids that are inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to do great things in the community. And you know, when I was coming up, when we talked about Martin Luther King, it was powerful. Just the idea that somebody was in our communities trying to make it better. That was a powerful idea to have. Especially, I was a young deacon in church. I was, Martin Luther King was a reverend, and I was paying more attention to his beliefs and his faith and how in the face of adversity, he was able to try to move forward. And to me, this is just the story of our neighborhoods, the story of our people to have the power and resilience to move forward. So, like I said, we moving on. We're making the strides, but we got to make sure that when we taking our energy and putting it in the right place to get the result, that's it. And I think people get upset when we start asking for results. They don't mind if you asking for something that don't get no results. They'll keep you right there. But when you start demanding outcomes, tangible results, that's when they get to stuttering. That's when they get to making excuses. Oh, but we got the inauguration, Trump inauguration going on today too. And I saw some DJ Brother Z, and I just had to laugh because there's a pastor out of Detroit that they allowed to do the prayer and to do a speech, and this is one of the pastors that Donald Trump came to Detroit, and the pastor said that no other candidate would come to the hood, and from that situation, he blew up. Actually, when the RNC was here, he was on the show. I had him on the show. He was talking about stuff that was going on in the community as well. But I guess now he's out there on that big stage, and I think we got some of his speech. So what's the pastor name? I don't know what his name exactly. What his name is? Lorenzo, Pastor Lorenzo.
grateful that you gave our 45th and now our 47th president a millimeter miracle. We are grateful that you are the one that have called him for such a time as this, that America would begin to dream again. We pray that we would fulfill the true meaning of our creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. We pray that you use our president, that we will live in a nation where we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we are so grateful today that you will use our 47th president so we would sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
He know how to ham it up, boy.
Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and because America is called to be a great nation, we believe that you will make this come true. So let freedom ring.
Okay.
From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring.
Do it, DJ Brothers.
From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of
He trying to do his
Colorado,
Martin Luther King speech.
let freedom ring. From the curvaceous hilltops of California, but God, we're asking you not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day. All of your children, black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile, will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual. Free at last. Free at last.
Oh, no,
Thank you, God
that.
Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great God great glory.
DJ Brother Z. I thought Minister Kevin would sometimes go a little, extra with the Monday prayer. But man, this guy, Lorenzo, Pastor Lorenzo, that's wild. But I've been in all of these rooms. I go into the rooms where the Democrat rooms, and I go in the rooms where the Republican rooms, and I get to see all of this. And sometimes I'll be asking the brothers in these rooms, why y'all acting like that? Why y'all doing all this little extra? Y'all ain't got to be extra. Y'all could be in here doing y'all thing, but why they be doing that little bit of extra? And I talk to all of them when I see them.
The theatrics.
Doing a lot of theatrics, a lot of extra, and I'd be like, why ain't nobody up in here acting like this? Why y'all doing this? I'm talking about in all the rooms. I'm talking about when I go to the Democratic meetings, I see the brothers over there, they be acting extra. When I go over there to the Republican room, they be acting extra. I be like, why y'all got to act like this? I be talking to them. They be doing too much. But look, I think we got a guest, Truth Nation. We live at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts for the Martin Luther King celebration. And look, this is full of the youth, full of a lot of the parents that's bringing out the youth. Oh, powerful. Look, like I said, it's one of those things when you see the parents and you see the children and you celebrate the spirit of Martin Luther King, this is a powerful thing. Mason. We got Mason here. How you doing, Mason?
I'm doing good.
Hey, let's get the camera on Mason, and for those that are broadcasting live, as we broadcast live from the event, we got Mason here. If y'all watching, y'all can look and see little Mason here. How you doing, Mason?
I'm doing good.
Hey, look, is it a special day?
Yeah.
And what's so special about today?
Well, we're gathering here at the Martin Luther King ceremony to celebrate him and what he did, so I believe that's special.
Mm-hmm. And what about Martin Luther King that makes him special and how he's influenced our lives?
I think what makes him special is that he fought for equality and he fought for our freedom, and he was so powerful for where we still celebrate his existence to this day.
Now, how old are you?
I am 9.
9 years old. What school you go to?
Eastbrook Academy.
That's what I'm talking about now. Knowing this about Martin Luther King, how have you added some of his influence in your life, and what are you doing for your peers around you at school and at home?
I mean, I try to be helpful at school and at home.
Right.
So.
Now, we have an event today. What are you doing? Are you a part of the event today? I see you got the shoes on. I see you looking good.
Yeah, I think I am.
Do you have a speech? Do you have a sing? Are you singing a song? Are you a part of the events going on?
I mean, since I didn't win like first place in anything, I don't think I'll be going up and saying a speech, but I believe I'll be on stage. So.
But you have a speech?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Not by heart.
Okay. Well, like I said, we may have to get the parents to try to get the speech in over here so we can listen to it. Like I said, I appreciate you for being here because you are the future. And everything, all of the information that you put in that speech, and it's powerful. I know you wrote a powerful speech, but I wrote a speech, and I didn't win first place. And look at me. I won second place. Back in 1994, I won at North Division High School. I entered the Martin Luther King contest. I got second place. And look, right here, I got the Tory Lowe Show.
Oh.
So that's powerful.
I got second place, too.
See, we got something in common. That's my boy. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So anything that you want to tell the community?
I mean, I don't really have too much to say, but
anything about Martin Luther King you want to let everybody know?
I mean, he was a powerful person who left a powerful legacy, and I think that's something we should follow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be like a speech maker.
Write speeches?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You may have to write a few of mine. We don't have to hey, tell the parents we don't have to get together. I might need them to write a few of my speeches. I appreciate you, Mason, for coming on the show. And look, keep being inspiring to your peers. And once again, I already know I can see the glory, I can see the power in you. Keep it up.
Okay.
All right. God bless you.
You too.
All right, hey, look, let me tell you something. These young people, the thing is, when you have a powerful idea as big as Martin Luther King and the way that the story was told to us as children, and many times when we take into adulthood, we take some of those ideas from the story and we try to add it to our lives, because sometimes you don't get a blueprint on how to really deal with the community. So that powerful speech, that the powerful ideas, we need those ideas from our ancestors, the Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, SNCC, a lot of those people don't, a lot of those people that went unheard of, unsung, these were the people that paved the way for us to be right here today. And I appreciate young Mason for coming through, his family, for allowing him to speak on the show and tell his point of view, because I was like him. I didn't get the first place. I won second place, and you know what? They gave me a camera, though. I think that when I got second, I don't know what first place got, but when I got second place in the contest, writing the essay, I got a camera. And I remember I gave it to this girl I liked. I got the camera. I said, look, I wrote for Martin Luther King, and I got this little camera, and I was, that was my high school sweetheart. We ended up getting married. We eventually got married. So, hey, that's a whole nother story, you know what I mean? But I brought her the camera, and then, I just thought they was going to make her smile when they put it in my hands. So as I took the picture with the newspaper, I walked off, and I was like, look, this your camera. a little gift for, Kamisha at the time we was in high school. So it kind of worked because we kind of got married. We kind of married, so, and God rest her soul. God rest her soul. She passed away from lupus. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's powerful that we can get our people in the space to where we can honor our ancestors. And we got to do more of that, not only for Martin Luther King, but for those in our family that came before us, that paved the way for us to be where we at. Salute to my grandmother, who took me in. And gave me the love and the care and the support that I needed to grow. And many times we don't honor those people as well. But it's time that we got to regroup, rethink, and reshape. But we got to always honor. Today is Martin Luther King Day. But like I said, there's people in your family that paved the way. And this next generation got to know about them. We got to start spreading that word. We got to start spreading that love. We trying to find other people. We got some people pulling in. We're going to try to get to them all when we get back. Truth Nation, Tory Lowe Show, live from the Market Center of the Performing Arts. Martin Luther King celebration. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, it's Sherwin Hughes, and I cannot wait for you all to join me at our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel starting at 5:30 p.m. Truth Nation will have food, drinks, prizes, and a night of celebrating the incredible people that are making a major impact in our great city. Get your tickets now by going to 1017thetruth.com. Tickets are only $25, and that's 1017thetruth.com to buy your tickets to the Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here for my friends at Steinhafels. Start their new year off right with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. Discover the advanced, pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now, you can get a new Tempur-Pedic mattress for just $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Steinhafels, your mattress destination. Shop in-store or online.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The MPS City Conference basketball season is starting to heat up, and we are bringing you all the live hoops action right here on 1017 The Truth. Tune in Tuesday. We have a classic conference matchup as the Bradley Tech Trojans host longtime rival the Milwaukee Juno Pioneers. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. City Conference basketball is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS Proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All eyes is on me. Won't tell no lies, won't hold my tongue. Don't cry for me. I don't have no for friends. I hang with the vultures.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Tory Lowe Show broadcasted live from the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts, 41st Annual Martin Luther King celebration. We got families pulling in. We got the youth pulling in of all races, all creeds are here to celebrate the memory of Martin Luther King. Also, while we're celebrating here the Martin Luther King, they're celebrating Donald Trump. His inauguration is going on, and they said that President Trump signs documents following his inauguration. We trying to get some video up of what is he signing. A lot of people been talking about this day. What is he going to do? He said that he was going to pardon the January 6ers. Hey, we got some video on this. If y'all watching this, we broadcast live on YouTube. Let's listen. Okay, I guess we got the live footage of Trump coming out. He's about to sit down. I guess we're looking at him about to take his seat. Hey, it looked like Melania got the
So what would you like us to do?
The Beyonce had where she made that video with the black hat on.
They're going to be happy with this document?
What's that video that Beyonce had with that hat on? Anyway, look, she got the black hat on.
Sir, the first is 22 cabinet and cabinet level appointments for your signature.
I guess here we go. I don't hear a lot of reporting on this one, DJ, but see, I just see that he's signing. He's starting to sign. What is this? Is this the January 6ers part? All right. Well, we'll get something with more detail. Right now, he's just signing it.
The next one will be, excuse me. The next one will be 47 sub-cabinet level appointments, sir.
All right, DJ. Okay. Yeah, because I can't hear. I guess there's a lot of commotion going on. I think. This all happened while we was at the station, so when I get done, I'm gonna have to go back and look at a lot of this at what took
now
place.
31 acting designations and appointments to effectively take control of the government.
Let's do that.
That's important.
Okay, he signed it just to effectively take control of the government. He just signed some documents, I guess. Hey, I guess you got to do all that.
We have 15 commission chairman and acting chairman appointments.
Same here.
Commission chairman and acting chairman.
I guess this is what happens when you wish to become the president. You got to sign the documents to take control. Put your signature on.
You know that?
Good counsel.
They have something in common.
Well, DJ, but they said that he's trying to
Lastly, we have a proclamation ordering all.
Some January 6th stuff. I think a lot of people was anticipating that, but there's a lot of things that people are worried about. And when I get done with the show, I'm going to go back and actually go and see a lot of what actually took place, because we are down here celebrating Martin Luther King celebration right now, but it's a full day of things that's taking place, so we got to keep our head on the swivel right now. This is what we've been talking about for the last couple years. What are the changes he would make if he finally got into office? One of the greatest political comeback stories in the history of running for president, Donald Trump, whether you love him or hate him, you got to say that this run right here to become the president was one of the most historic runs. A lot of money was spent, a couple assassination attempts, facing jail time, going to court, everything. You can name it. It happened to Donald Trump. And now he's sitting in the big seat, DJ Brother Z. I can't wait to see the Lifetime story on this, or the documentary on how, he was able to make that run, because it's legendary. If whether you like him or not, what this man did was extremely legendary when it comes to American politics. definitely going down in the books. But like I said, here we go. What we do, what are we going to do now? And many times I'll tell people we're going to be about that action regardless of who in office. We're going to be ready for all the smoke regardless of who in office. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be up. I'm going to try to go see him. To tell you the truth, I'm trying to go see him and see what, what's happening then. Like I go see everybody else. Like I go talk to everybody else. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to talk to him and see what can we do. What's on the agenda. 4 years is coming up. The next 4 years, we can't be sitting around hiding in the house. A lot of y'all sitting back, but it's time to move forward. Right now is the time to move forward. No matter who in office, we got to make sure that our voices are being heard. We got to make sure that we sit in our cars and making sure that these elected officials is moving the way that they need to be moving. And y'all need to stop sitting back and allowing people to run amok. No matter if it's the local, no matter if it's the state, no matter if it's the federal, we got to make sure that we involved. And this is no better time. If you feel like you don't like what's going on, this is even a better time to get involved. This is the best time to be active. And look, I see a young woman. Can you come? You don't want to? Okay, I guess, I would love to have your opinion. Hey, we got a lot of people walking past. I want to see if they want to get involved in the conversation today. Dr. Martin Luther King celebration right here at the Marcus Center for Performing Arts. And we got kids walking past. We got adults, people that are, excited for the program today. We're broadcasting live from the event. This is our 3rd year broadcasting live from the Marcus Center for Performing Arts. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of things going on, and we're going to try to get y'all up to speed on some of the talent that's here. Kyle Wallace came here. Ken is here. Hopefully we can get, we got another young person. Come on, come sit down. That's what I'm talking about. We got another young person inspired by Martin Luther King here. Get her a headset. Truth Nation, if you're watching as we broadcast live, we got another young person in the building. What's your name?
Leanna.
Let's get her mic up. I can't hear her through the headphone. How you doing? What's your name?
Leanna.
How you doing, Leanna?
Good.
And I want to know, what are you doing here today?
I want all the black people to, I'm trying to make all the black people to be with white people.
Oh, black and whites coming together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. So when you hear Martin Luther King, what comes to your mind?
The love.
Mm-hmm. And when you talk about what he means to the community and to the people, what does Martin Luther King mean to you in the community? He powerful?
He wanted all the black people to be together.
So how has this inspired you to work and deal with the community? Like, do you want to be an example for your friends on how to love and be passionate about what you're doing?
How to love.
That's what I'm talking about. So when you come here, what are you looking forward to seeing today at the event?
Treating black people the way they be treated.
Treating them the right way.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, how old are you?
8.
Are you participating, or are you just here to watch?
I'm participating.
What they got you doing?
They want me.
Are you singing? What did you win?
The Dr. King speech.
What? So you got a speech? Do we get to hear some of the speech?
I forgot my paper.
Oh, we gonna have to get the parents to get that paper.
I got the paper.
Okay.
I have some.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. That's powerful. That's powerful. Like I said, when you wrote the speech, what did you want people to know?
The white people. I want the white people to know that how the black people are being treated.
And how are they being treated?
Bad.
Oh, wow. Still to this day. And what you want them to know, that we have to get better?
I want them to get better of treating the black people the way the white people be treated.
So treat them fair.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, we gonna need that paper. We gonna need that speech. You know, we got these young people. Do you think you can read the speech on the show?
Yes.
If you had the speech in front of you? All right, we got moms working on it. Mom's trying to work it out. Look, we got so many young people in here today, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is where I used to be. I used to be just like this. I used to be one of those kids that would write the essay and try to talk about how Martin Luther King expressed himself to our community that inspired me. And now look, I'm on the radio talking to you. I wish here we go. We got the speech. All right, it came through. And just read some of it to us, you know, what you can.
Do you know that Dr. King helped everyone? Now, he's asking all of us, what are you doing for others? Dr. King, I have some answers for you. The first thing that we can do for others is stop the pain of bullying. When I was young, I was called mean names, and that made me sad. I'll say you are beautiful instead of using mean words. I'll play with everyone so no one feels alone. I'll be everyone's friend. The second way to help everyone is by being the kind kid. We should not yell at adults. We must say, I'm sorry if we do something wrong. We should use soft and kind words to others. We should never touch anyone out of anger. We should say please and thank you when someone gives us things. The third way is to share what we have with each other. We can let someone who doesn't have anything have one of ours. If someone doesn't have food, we can share ours. If we should help everyone because it's the right decision. The last way is the most important way. When one of my teammates on Girls on the Run tripped and fell, I didn't leave her on the ground. I held her hand and we ran together. Do you know something? Dr. King doesn't want us to leave anyone on the ground. We must pick each other up, hold hands, and run together. If we do that, we will create a more beautiful world.
Powerful! Give her a round of applause. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Powerful, powerful. What school you go to?
Samuel Clemens.
Samuel Clemens, hey. I know they proud of you. And look, Mommy over here, look, thank you, Mommy, for allowing her to do her speech on the air because, like I said, this is the inspiration that we got to have, the youth, inspiring the youth to lead the future, to lead the way. Hey, it's all going down. What's your full name again? Leanna
Mitchell.
Hey, look, remember that name, Leanna Mitchell. Remember that name because, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, hey, I started out like this too now. Hey, and I'm on the radio, so look, I'm looking forward to big things from you, Leanna. I appreciate you for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
God bless you. Hey, look, that's powerful. Let me tell you something. It's powerful when you see the youth taking their steps as they're in the beginning stages. This is the time to groom and make sure that they have the tools and the resources that they need. And this is powerful. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, when we come back from break, Truth Nation, look, we're going to have more conversation. Tory Lowe Show from the Market Center of the Performing Arts. Martin Luther King celebration today. Stay tapped in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has inspired generations of change leaders, and many more are to come. Let's celebrate his legacy by enjoying incredible speeches by Milwaukee Public School students.
For the past few months, we have been in a time of extreme divisiveness and hostility. In all of the chaos, I find that I'm itching to get out there and make myself heard, to gratify my yearning for involvement. I'm so enthralled with desperately hoping that I'll make the right choices in the future that I fail to recognize the fact that I have the power to ensure that success now. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we are faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, there is such a thing as being too late. We need to take action, for ourselves and for each other. How will you help the people around you if you aren't willing to change? People are stronger when united. We dream and we try and we fail and we grow, but we do it together. What's important is that when someone asks you the question, what are you doing for others? You'll be able to say that you're changing. The best thing you can do for someone else isn't about material things or getting recognition for good deeds. It's letting someone make an impression on you. Letting someone challenge the way you see things. Letting someone change you, change your perspective. So consider the minor happenings a little more. Just flashing a smile at a stranger. A small change in your demeanor, and that person will be thinking about your kindness for the rest of their day. All it takes is a split second more consideration. That's all it really is. A thought. A change. A brilliant, shining chance to do what you can for others. Take it.
Marcus Performing Arts Center and We Energies are proud to sponsor the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Speech Contest. Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The music industry is still trying to figure out how to grapple with AI. Some artists say it helps them streamline the creative process, but others are worried about how easy it might be to create fakes. Grammy Award-winning producer Timbaland, for one, says he thinks AI is a useful tool for artists. He's not worried about AI replacing producers like him, even if the tech is able to mimic his sound.
He's never going to give you me unless you know how I think. You know, everybody tastes ain't great. You know what I'm saying? There are people that make stuff that they like to make music, but it ain't good music.
In fact, the thing Timbaland is most worried about is how AI could discourage collaboration. He told Bloomberg that as much as he thinks AI would have been helpful during his hit-making heyday, the connections he made with other artists is way more important to him.
The reason why I'm glad that it wasn't back then, because it wouldn't allow me to collaborate with people. If it was available back then, it would have been like me and the machine.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneim. The Milwaukee Bucks secured their fifth straight home win last night over Philadelphia 76ers. This one by a final score of 123-109.
Dame at the top of the arc, flicks the pass to Middleton, right back to Lillard in the corner, and he strokes another good-looking shot. Three-pointer goes down for Damian Lillard, who in this fourth quarter has ignited.
Lillard scored 16 of his 25 points in that final quarter. Then the Bucks go on to win to improve to a record of 24-17. Next up, they'll face New Orleans on Wednesday. Over to college hoops, for the UWM Panthers fell just short of Robert Mortis, 81-79. The loss dropping UWM to a record of 13-8. And lastly, to the NFL, where the Bills beat the Ravens 27-25 in the AFC divisional round. They'll face KC in the championship round next week. And the Eagles topping the Rams 28-22. They'll face Washington in the NFC Championship game next Sunday. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. Can't change overnight.
But we gotta start somewhere, might as well go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year, I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear. They training officers, the killers, then shooting
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Tory Lowe Show broadcasting live from the Marcus Center for Performing Arts. 41st Martin Luther King celebration. Hey, look, we got the youth in the building. We got a lot of talent here. Writing contest, speaking contest. We got another young student in the building. Renee, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Now, you got a beautiful name. I never heard that name, like Renee. What does it mean?
What the meaning of Renad means like the grounds and the roots of a paradise or heaven.
That's what I'm talking about. And you entered the Martin Luther King contest with the writing.
Yes, as well as the speech and writing.
And where did you place?
So for the writing contest, I got first place. And for the speech contest, I got second.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Pow! Now, when you think about Martin Luther King, what does that mean to you?
What Martin Luther King means to me is that anything is possible, and we should always fight for what we believe in.
And when you talk about making this speech, when you thought about making this speech, when you thought about doing the writing, what were your ideas of what did you want to tell the people about how you felt about Martin Luther King's journey?
Well, I wanted to, about Martin Luther King's journey, I was mostly, focusing on the topic of what I'm doing, what I'm doing to help others and what he did to help others and the ways to help others.
And that was inspiring to you?
Yes.
Well, I see we got a speech. Truth Nation, look, Renad has a speech for us. Let's listen.
Okay. You've likely heard about the wars in Gaza and Ukraine, but have you heard about the silent war in Sudan? For over 2 years, millions of people have been trapped in a devastating conflict with no end in sight. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once asked, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? This question challenges us to think. How are we helping those in need, especially when the world seems silent in the face of suffering and trauma as we see in Sudan? Have you ever considered the struggles of families being torn apart by war and wondered how you can help them? I come from a community that is deeply affected by this conflict. My family is from Sudan, and my siblings and I are the first generation born in America. Because of this, we rarely get to see our relatives. Sudan is enduring a catastrophic war that has killed over 150,000 people. This war has brought profound sadness and despair to my family, as our immediate relatives are suffering and dying. My family and I are doing what we can to help those in need by offering emotional and financial support and finding ways to assist not only our own relatives, but others who are affected by the violence. This tragedy has brought the Sudanese American community closer than ever, showing our resilience and unity in the face of hardship. Did you know that 8.6 million people in Sudan have been forced to leave their homes?
Wow.
25 million lack medical supplies, and 18 million are facing severe hunger? My aunts, uncles, cousins, grandmother, and friends, my people, are living through these dire conditions.
Wow.
They don't feel safe.
Wow.
Have no access to food or medical supplies and are being displaced from their homes. One story that has deeply affected my family is about my cousin, Ilham, named after my grandmother, and passed away at just 3 weeks old due to lack of medical care.
Oh, wow.
Her loss left a deep wound in our hearts and inspired me to write a poem, which I recited for a fundraising event hosted by the Sudanese American community of Wisconsin. Here are a few lines from it. In Sudan's night, so dark, so cold, children cry as their hearts grow old. My cousin Ilham, so small, so sweet. At just 3 weeks, her life was complete. The pain of loss, the lack of care, left my family in deep despair. But through the tears, we chose to stay, to help each other in every way. We gave our love, we gave our heart, to help them cope, to help restart. Together strong we rise and stand, helping each other hand in hand. Beneath the shadow of this tragedy shines an opportunity for resilience, a strength, which my people and I will never back down from. It is time for us to take a stand. So I ask you again, what will you do to make a difference? Will you stand by, or will you step forward to help, to care, to heal those who are in need? As Dr. Martin Luther King once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?
Right.
At home, school, and in my community, I do work to answer Dr. King's question by supporting Sudan through fundraising and offering emotional support to my relatives and friends. Each of us has the power to make a difference, one small act of kindness at a time. Thank you.
Powerful, Renee.
Thank you.
Almost had, wow, like you are very professional, you are very organized in your thoughts, and you definitely portrayed the message of what's going on in Sudan. And for those that are listening, like I said, tragedy is going on all over the place.
Yes,
and you have definitely made awareness. If there a lot of people weren't understanding of what's going on, you just broke it down, and maybe we can do something about it. That's where it starts.
That was my goal, to spread awareness about this crisis.
Well, thank you for coming here. Thank you for a beautiful speech.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, look, continue to do what you're doing, because 10 years from now, the sky's the limit. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, look, Truth Nation, once again, these are amazing young people that are here trying to make a change, trying to make a difference, inspired by Martin Luther King. This is what it's all about. I was inspired by Martin Luther King. I mean, this is where we got to be when we talk about growth, development, progress. We got to be inspired, and we got to take action. And that's what that poem was about. That's what that speech was about. Taking action and making things better. Getting a result. Powerful, Renee.
Thank you.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your girl, DT, and I am back. Join Dr. Ken Harris and I every Monday night for our weekly show, The Truth Unfiltered. We're going to break down the top news stories of the week with no filters and no apologies. We're going to tell you just exactly how it TI is, which is the only way that Dr. Ken and I know how to roll. So be sure to tune in to The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken every Monday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special, 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm excited to be joined by my friend Jill Kreider. She is the president of Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. Tell me kind of about the mission of Azura.
Our mission is to transform the culture of care, have a secure place, live a quality of life that maybe they don't have currently.
When I'm at an Azura facility, it feels like home.
Having team members that really care about people is number one.
Thank you for what you do for our community. Thank you for what you do for the people that live in the community.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right. Hey, look, Tory Lowe Show live from the Marcus Center for Performing Arts. We got the Martin Luther King celebration going on, but look, Truth Nation, who's looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deal is now available only online. Choose between 7.5-inch ham or provolone, turkey breast, veggie sub, a bag of chips, a regular fry, and a regular fountain beverage, and a cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change. Hey, look, I just had one of those over the weekend watching the football games. I had to tap in. Also, Truth Nation, if you're looking for a new school for your kindergarten through 8th grade student, I have the right place for you. Have you heard of Milwaukee College Prep? For nearly 3 decades, MCP has been removing unfair barriers for children in Milwaukee. At MCP, they support the entire child. They offer pre-K, mental health services, nutritional support, intervention services, and after-school programs. This is in addition to the character-first approach to learning. And most importantly, your child will receive a high-quality education, as every MCP campus have earned a 4-star rating, exceeding expectations on the 2023-2024 DPI report cards. So set up a visit today to learn more about Milwaukee College Prep. Go to MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. All right, DJ Brother Z. We got Liz on the lines, advocating Arthur Elizabeth Brown. Elizabeth Brown, hey, I still need to get your final thoughts on the show today. It's Martin Luther King celebration, and it's also the inauguration of President Donald Trump.
Absolutely. It ain't, but, you know, again, that's powerful. Man, the babies, I just, you know, made my heart smile. You know, this is what we do it for, you know, for kids.
Facts.
So they can understand what the truth is, and them having the ability to speak what their truth is and what they see, what they wanted, what they seen out of the speech that Martin Luther King, because a lot of us introduced them to the speeches of Martin Luther King, but the reality is when our children know the truth, they no longer repeat the lies. So what's powerful to me is that these babies are speaking their truth in their time, and as we know, it's not far removed, or it's not different from what it was that we wrote about, you know, during the Martin Luther King. So it just shows how much work we got to do, because our stories are still repeating, and the only reason it's repeating is because we don't know the truth. You can't change what you don't know, you know. So the power that our kids, that the position they're in now, give them the whole truth. and let them figure out how they want to move forward, you know, when it comes to Dr. Martin Luther King and things like that, because a lot of the clips of the truth of him speaking about being black in America, our children don't know about. They know, you know, the indoctrinated version of Martin Luther King. They believe, because they've only been shown that people celebrated Martin Luther King, when the truth of it was 75% of the people didn't even like him, you know. So the reality, it's a powerful position to be in. Our babies right now, them being able to know the power of their voice and putting 1 and 2 together and making it 3, you know. So, I mean, I'm just elated listening to them, listening to their speeches, because the goal is to get them where their children are not repeating or having to write the same speeches. We need results, you know. So it's a great time. Again, you know, I know there's symbolism behind them making the inauguration day the same day as Martin Luther King. The kids 22 to that too, but we ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole today. We're gonna celebrate MLK Day. We're gonna celebrate our children and them speaking their truth, and we're gonna celebrate that it's time for us to, you know, get the word. You got to be about that action.
I agree. And when I talk about when you're young and you're a child, you know, and you just need something to spark the positive juices in your mind to say, hey, I want to do right. I want to lead the way when it comes to dealing with our communities. And this is what at the beginning, when they feed you the ideas of Martin Luther King, this is where you grab onto your first ideas of how to deal with our community as a people. But then as you grow older and you start becoming more mature, you get to see all of the little things that come with that they don't tell you about.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the things that was hidden on the things that were hidden on purpose. You know, again, it's all, you know, a programming that comes along with that. But the reality is, now that we know better, we can do better. And it's for our children, not for us to, you know, curve them from knowing that there's an ugly side to this world, you know, and knowing that there's it's okay to change, to get knowledgeable. And if you watch Martin Luther King's life, he was able to, you know, change his mind. He changed his mind and his outlook, just like we can. So that's where the power is. And I think we're in a good place. It's 2020 Thrive, and we up and moving.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown, as usual, you know, that's why I say salute to all my brothers on the front lines. Look, this is the time to regroup, rethink, and reshape and how you want to attack the year. Martin Luther King was somebody that was active, and whatever he did, he died for what he believed in. And this is where we got to say, hey, look, we got to get results by any means necessary, Elizabeth Brown.
That part. And I think we on the road to recovery, King.
Hey, well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. We got a lot of work to do.
Hey, let's get it. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory Lowe for Waterfall. Green don't always mean go. Let's get it.
Hey, look, Tory Lowe Show live from the Marcus Center of Performing Arts. Martin Luther King 44th celebration. Hey, it was a blessing to see the youth out. You know, it kind of reflects on when I was young and I had to go through these steps in life, but then all of a sudden you grow, you mature, you start to understand it now. Like I said, I understand it now, DJ Brother Z. But look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the street. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Join the YMCA of Metropolitan Milwaukee on January 20th for the 28th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel starting at 8 a.m. Come together as a community to reflect on Dr. King's powerful legacy, celebrate the creativity of our youth, and be inspired by moving performances and speakers.